Good Karma Brands radio station. Don.
I had never seen holes like that before.
Hahn.
I'm not comfortable touching it. No.
And Rosenberg.
I'm not breastfeeding.
No,
but
that's too bad.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
3 o'clock in the big city with Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number to be part of today's conversation.
Oh.
Yeah. We had a day today, boys.
Quite the day.
We have been here, and Don was here.
Yes.
Don did.
Which Don right now is at the Rock. He's got a game to call tonight.
The Rock is in the building. The Don is in the building.
By the way, you're in more of a secluded area now, right? We're not going to get some cover band playing in the background.
Well, no, I was like literally opening night. I was where I broadcast the games, television-wise, which is down low.
Right.
I'm up really high in the press box now where I used to do radio.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of buffered the sound just a little bit. So,
okay, that's helpful.
The horn's the horn. They could put me across the street and you'd hear the horn. Nothing we can do about that, but everything else is fine. So,
okay, so we don't want them to get horny this afternoon while we're on the show.
No.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do with that?
We don't want that.
Not a thing.
No. But anyway, so Don came. We had a big meeting today at 11 a.m. The whole station was here. And so we had to make a commitment because our show is the one show that's like everybody else. It's like, DiPietro and Rothenberg, they just got off the air.
Right.
Stick around.
Bart and Carlin, by the way, they got a hall pass.
They did.
Because they had to do their show. And Michael Kay had to come in a little bit earlier, but, again, it's not that much.
But he loves that because there's a lot of, management sniffing going on he enjoys doing.
Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah. He loves good management.
It's funny. I thought I was the only one that was, going, wow.
No, how do you know?
No, that's not. I'm going to defend my guy. Wait, did he sniffing or they're sniffing?
No.
Well, no, listen, they're like dogs at a park, right? They're sniffing each other. But
now you're talking.
No, listen.
Who's sniffing more?
They love themselves a good Michael. I'm telling you
you're
that.
saying Michael's getting the good.
But is it? But I think they're just smelling the money.
You think so?
Yeah,
Michael can't help them.
Listen, Michael knows how to play the game better than anybody, and I don't mean that as an insult.
Okay.
I don't know how to play.
Oh, yeah,
you're learning.
You're the opposite.
You're learning. You're learning.
But, apparently he is.
Yeah,
sometimes by accident.
So then after the meeting was over. And all the great questions were asked at the end of the meeting, which there's nothing better than when you have a big company meeting, and then they say, any questions? And it's amazing, the participation from everyone.
Oh, listen, they think it's going to help.
It's really inspiring.
All it did was help extend the meeting.
That's
I
tough.
learned a lot.
The asking questions in a meeting thing is tough. I did ask a question. I thought I was being legitimately helpful.
The reason why I was looking right at you.
Oh, is it? No, I thought because let me defend myself.
It was reasonable.
Mine was early enough that I was like, I don't want it to be awkward, like people don't ask questions. And I feel like as a representative of talent, and I'm saying, hey, I want to ask something for us. I thought that's what I was trying to do something useful.
I agreed. It was talent has to ask one question.
That was
you
it.
were the guy that asked it.
That's it.
What would you put the limit? Is there a cap on how many one person can ask? My cap is 1.
Oh, the under's 1. It's the over-under's 1, and you got to go under.
If you ask 2, you get a look. 3, we probably should throw you out of the room.
3 would be madness, but there were a couple 2s.
Yeah, there were people pushing it.
There were a couple
there was
of
definitely
deuces.
one individual I'd like to take aside next time I see him.
Yeah, we'll have to have a little conversation.
I want my 15 minutes back. Because when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to be like, wow, I could have probably lived 15 minutes longer if it wasn't for... I don't want to say his name.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
It's one syllable.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's it.
You
Well,
gave
it's
that
clear
away.
now. That's very
But
clear.
then after this meeting, the blessing of today's sacrifice was that we got to do something we don't get to do often, which is a little family sit down and some lunch.
Yeah. Well,
I thought that was great.
It was a nice. I had a delicious burger. Burger was fantastic.
Fries, pretty good.
Fries are pretty good. Listen,
Pretty good.
It was an America in 2025 meal. And by that I mean we all ate a decent meal and spent a fortune. It was basically, like Don, this would have been, I'm not kidding, 15 years ago, if I had just spent what I spent at lunch, it would have been like I'm going out for a birthday. This is a big night.
Right.
Oh,
right?
What we spent today should have been for a party of 8 in like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
How much? Because
maybe
I
even more.
didn't partake because I had to leave.
Yeah.
So I hung out for a little while, but I didn't get anything because I knew.
Yeah,
I
people
wouldn't be
should
able
know
to finish it.
Don's working tonight, so he couldn't just hang out like we were.
Yeah, he had
hanging
to go to
out.
the Rock.
He had to get over to New Jersey, so you did spend a little time. I give you credit that you sat with us. We had a drink. Like, it was nice.
No, we had made an agreement yesterday that I had until 1:30, and then I was going to have to go to Newark for the game, and I gave you till 1:30. We didn't get there right away, and so I wanted to hang out with you guys, so I just drank my water. I shared a rice ball.
No, you did have a rice ball,
and that was it. So
now correct me if I'm wrong, Alan. You and I at some point said we were picking up the tab, but I feel like, just correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob and Anthony, they couldn't have made less of a gesture towards a wallet.
I don't even think they flinched.
They did not.
There wasn't
not even an arm.
Gesture.
It would have been an arm
something
lean.
like guys, no.
Or a
no.
Can I just? I don't even think
I'm telling you, they didn't flinch.
No, nothing. No. Alan and I pulled out the credit cards.
No.
There was not a word.
It was as if that you don't know this yet. Okay. It's like when you go out to dinner with your family,
imagine.
And the kids don't even look at the bills put on the table, and it's as if somebody put down salt. They don't even like.
But by the way, guess what? That's become my parents.
Oh, really?
Oh, my parents barely try anymore. They barely try. So I do relate.
Me to go out with you guys more or less?
Listen,
no, more. But
no, it was. I'll do less.
Could it have hurt you to make an effort?
No, just lean forward.
Pretend you want it.
I always
no. Here's why. Because the equivalent of where we went for lunch, all right, with Jacob and Anthony is the equivalent of me taking my 8-year-old twins out. Like,
go ahead.
They don't. What are they going to gesture for? Like, why? You knew it was going to be futile. What? Like, I almost be insulted if they gestured.
I see what you're saying. On the flip side,
there was no way you were going to take any money from them. We didn't stop at the local Chinese place. It's a high-end place.
Anthony, what was the price tag on the burger?
You never showed me the bill, so how would I know?
Oh, we don't even know what it was.
No,
I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was north of 20.
I didn't get a receipt.
He asked for a paper receipt.
I said no receipt. Did you get a paper receipt?
No, we were being too classy. We were balling out too hard. We just threw the cards down.
We really were.
Now I want to know, because I'll tell you one thing.
We were ordering off.
Alan decided to order an appetizer
that
tasted like body parts.
That was nostalgic.
I don't know what the heck that. It was nostalgic, but not for
food.
What you were doing today.
No, not for what. And by the way, you know what? That Alan.
It's all right though. It gave me.
No, listen.
I got some feels.
Alan got the feels, and that's great. You know what I mean? He can think about that later.
Yeah.
But for me, I got this weird fishy mush, and I think that thing was like $32. It was like a thin nothing.
Affirmative.
I'd never seen anything like that before in my life.
It looked like a sea animal was still alive, and they just dropped it on the table. And we're a classless bunch, so none of us know what it is.
No.
We all have to pretend we know what it looks like.
It did look like Jake blew his nose on a plate.
No, because it looked like whatever he ordered fell off the plate.
Yeah.
And all was left was the byproduct of what fell off the plate. That's what it looked like to me. But Alan knew, and he's like, "Oh, listen." He dove right in.
I gave it a try.
No, I did too. I'm always going to dive in. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to remind Alan of college.
I didn't either, but it did.
It took him back. But it was a good time. No, it was nice to hang out and break bread as well as weird fishy products. I enjoyed it. We missed you, Don, for the end of it.
Yeah.
We chatted a bit. We talked some sports, talked some life. It was nice.
Planned out a show. Yeah, we did. We planned out a show.
Yeah.
And so I have a question for both of you. I have a question for those also listening at 800-919-3776. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, by the way, as well. We appreciate you being there. It's very simple. So the Knicks last night had an 83-point second half. And they didn't do it against, some run-of-the-mill team. This is the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Final Four team. They had the full roster. This wasn't like, they didn't have Anthony Edwards. No, they had everybody. And the first half was really competitive, like a really good game.
Ant-Man back.
Second half, they made a couple of adjustments, and the next thing you know, they're running away with a blowout win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 in a row. And this has been a handful of 40-point quarters. It's like 3 70-plus point halves that they have put together in the early go this season now at 5-3. And so my question is, what is your biggest takeaway from what you've seen over these last 3 games since sort of that hit, when they bottomed out, it felt like in Chicago in that first half where no one looked happy. Everything looked, discombobulated. Defense had no physicality to it whatsoever. things definitely turned when they came back home. They're 5-0 at the Garden. So if there's a takeaway in the early part of the season, 8 games in, what would it be?
Well, they're the anti-Rangers. They win at home.
Yeah.
The Rangers are 0-5-1 at the Garden. The Knicks are undefeated at the Garden. That this is going to be one heck of an offensive team. And once Cat gets going, I mean, this is going to be an elite offensive team. That's why, 83 points in the second half, guys. And how many times have they gone over 70? What, 3?
It's 3 70-point halves, but includes last night's was an 83-point half.
That's an elite offensive team that's going to be very, very special in scoring points. Is there anything else to take away?
Well, that's the
And Cat was only good for 15 points. Yeah, 15.
But his first half, though, like his second half, because it was Brunson time, and now because Jalen Brunson almost had a triple-double. His third quarter, he just took over. Like, he was unreal in that third quarter. And Towns was early in the game when Brunson was struggling to make some shots. They would put like Jaden McDaniels is one of the best defensive wings in the game, and he was guarding him. So Brunson was having a hard time. But against Randall, Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid, Karl-Anthony Towns was just once again driving, dunking on someone. He backed Edwards down on the post, dunked right over him. He hit a couple of walk-in threes. So his impact was felt more in the first half when it was still a game, and the Knicks actually got off to a slow start, but then got on a run and got things going. The bench scored over 40 points again. It's just what Mike Brown said about how it's going to take a little while for them to get it, but once they do, it's really going to show. I don't want to get ahead of my skis, but I called these last 3 games, so I was courtside, and it just felt like this thing is starting to pop offensively, and it's pretty impressive.
Now, the question is, it's only November.
Right.
Right? We're very early in the season.
Of course.
This move, changing the coach, I don't think was to be better in the regular season. It was to get over the hump in the postseason.
Right.
So the question, and we got a long way to go before we get there, but ultimately, will this translate to the postseason? And is this good enough to compete for a championship? Because you want to play some D, right? So what you saw against a really good team, right? That was a Final Four team last year in Minnesota. Is that going to translate into the postseason? And is that going to be the reason why this team is going to represent the Eastern Conference in the final? Because that seems like that's the end game, right?
It's really all that matters, right?
Right. So that's the question. I know it's only November, but is it going to translate into the postseason?
Well, that was the whole idea for Mike Brown, because last year's offense, people forget, for the most part of last season was a top 5 offense. They were a high-scoring team. Between Brunson and Towns, they were 2 of the highest-scoring players in the league, but they were so dependent on their starters. They were so dependent on Brunson and Towns. Like they got nothing out of the bench. You never saw the bench score. It was always – I think last season they got over 40 points, I think, or 30 – there's a stat that I got last night. 5 times the bench. This year they've already gotten 3.
Wow. So that's as telling a stat. You want a telling stat? That's a lot. Like that's a mouthful.
Because when you have a scoring bench, that's a big and I think, Don, that's what they're trying to do is be less Brunson dependent for most of the game. And then, of course, in a close game, when it's closing time, that's the guy, him you go to. So I think that's what we're seeing is the style they think can take you through a season without exhausting your best player. And in the playoffs, we know it grinds to a halt. It's very similar what he's trying to do to what Golden State does with Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's really more about, like, they had 6 players in double figures. They had, I think it was like 9 players had 13 or more points. It was it was just, this is not just one game. This is now the last couple of games you're really seeing it. And that's why this is what they want it to look like in the playoffs. And, oh, by the way, Mitchell Robinson played last night. Mm-hmm. And in limited time, he was unbelievably dominant against Rudy Gobert. Outplayed Rudy Gobert in lesser minutes. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Just about, I think, 16 minutes, something like that. But, Alan, to your point about the bench play, the beauty of that is so much of what people view as the anti-Thibodeau is about, not playing at all, right? And load management.
Right.
But you're forgetting about how being anti-Thibodeau can also just mean utilizing your bench the right way. So your starters are playing 31 minutes a game instead of 43 minutes a game. And even if they're not load managing, Allen, and taking off on a night when people expect to see them play,
right,
they might just be getting limited minutes in a way that gives them that extra
and they got to be okay with it.
Energy. Well, why would they not? But why would you? I mean, it depends on the numbers you're getting.
You saw Towns in Milwaukee. He got one shot in the first half, and that was a 70-point half. The Knicks had a 70-point first half. Were winning by 12. Like, they were rolling. That second quarter was a 40-point quarter. But Towns had one field goal attempt in that first half. Third quarter, he came out, broke the offense, started taking shots, started going for his. And that's exactly it goes against everything they want to do. And they ended up losing the game because it all fell apart.
Right.
So
you got to have confidence in the system. You got to be patient. You got to be willing to have the nights where you're just not getting your numbers.
You can't have like the Eagles when Saquon Barkley's having a big game and A.J. Brown's on the sideline reading a book, looking miserable. Like, you can't have that. You have to have that understanding that tonight's your night. Like the other night when Towns was going off on Alex Sarr, this 19-year-old center for the Wizards, because they wouldn't double him. Because they were so worried about doubling Brunson. So Brunson didn't have a big game, but Brunson didn't care. Because Towns was going for 33 and 15. Like, you have to have everybody okay with the fact that you might not always get your numbers, but the only number that matters is wins. It sounds cliche, but they've got to get to that place. And these last couple of games are kind of a good indication that they could get, that if they do get there, it could look pretty good.
Well, leave the ego at the door, and hopefully everybody's going to be able to do that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I misread this. Mm-hmm. Brunson was 7 rebounds shy of a triple-double.
3 rebounds shy of a triple-double.
3. Oh, yes. He had 7. He was 3 shy.
Right.
He's never had a triple-double?
Never. I know.
How is that possible?
I think it's the rebounding. I know he's had assist double-doubles. I just don't think he's ever really had.
That's correct.
Because he had 10 assists in this game.
You talking Jalen?
Yes.
Well, it's obviously the rebound thing. He has plenty of double-doubles.
He doesn't really go for rebounds because he's not really the guy to do that.
But were you surprised by that, though?
That he's never had a triple-double?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Peter?
But
it's surprised. Never surprises.
But here's what's funny is when you know, guys on the bench know, they tell you. And he was at 7 rebounds. Like, it wasn't like it was 2 minutes ago in the game. He had a shot at it. So we were asking him, like, did you know? And, did you go for it? Like, were you thinking to yourself, let me go grab a couple of rebounds? And he had a funny answer.
Last time I chased something, I got cussed out in front of Tom Izzo when I was a junior in high school. So I'm not going to chase any stats here.
So he's telling a story. Tom Izzo was recruiting him, Michigan State, when he was in high school as a junior. And Tom Izzo was there, and he was, I guess, chasing a triple-double in high school, which he probably could have gotten in his sleep. And he got yelled at for chasing stats instead of just play the game, right?
That's very him that he would hold that lesson to this day.
Yeah, that just tells you all about it, right?
How Brunson's 6'2"?
I think he's listed at 6'3", 6'2", something like that.
Isn't basketball funny? What's Russell Westbrook listed at?
He's 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, is that high?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Westbrook just gets Russell Westbrook could wake up this morning, barely be in the league, and get a triple-double. Just show up, 11, 10, 10, walk out. Yeah. It's just funny how everyone's game is different.
Josh Hart is 6'4".
And he grabs boards all the time.
He had the most triple-doubles any Knicks had in a season last year.
Yeah, I think of him being the guy to grab big rebounds for this team.
He's 6'4".
Yeah.
NBA.com has him at 6'2".
6'2", okay. Yeah, and I think that's a bit of a stretch.
For Brunson?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he might be 6'1".
I love that.
But this is what they do.
God, you know how good that means that guy actually is at ball?
Right.
It's like Iverson.
But you know what else, too?
It's like, what?
When you see him, you say he looks small, right? But if you put him in regular world,
he's tall.
He's 6'2".
Yeah.
Westbrook, by the way, 6'3". 6'8" wingspan, but 6'3".
Well, the wingspan's a big part of it.
But that's great.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Do you even appreciate how good a baller you have to be under 6'4"? If you're under 6, let's say under 6'3". Under 6'3" in the NBA, and you can score at will like Brunson can.
Mm-hmm.
That means you are unfathomably talented offensively.
Yeah.
Because on any night, if he didn't care about what happened to the team, he just wanted to score.
Well,
he could score constantly.
And keep in mind, he's not like just a three-point shooter. He scores in the paint.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
He scores more in the paint than any. Like, him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are the 2 highest-scoring guards in the paint.
You know how crowded that paint is with big arms everywhere? Like, how do you do that?
And he finds a way because he's got great footwork and he's smart.
So crazy.
But
He's fearless.
Well, there's that
too.
Yeah, there's that too. But that's what also makes him the leader. But they also want to take the pressure off him. There are some people that say this, and I wonder if you guys feel this way. As we're talking about Jalen Brunson's height, Knicks will never win a championship with a small guard like that.
That's what's been said, yes.
And Isaiah Thomas is like one name that comes up as a guy 6'1" that won a championship as the lead character in a championship team, but they're just like, you just can't do it. Do we firmly believe that?
Well, they're predicted to get out of the East and go to the NBA Finals, right?
One of the teams, yeah.
And the only reason they're not the favorite to win the championship is I think there are 2 or 3 teams in the West that are better than they are,
yes,
including OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because Jalen's small, or just the OKC's better?
OKC is the defending champ, and Denver has Jokic.
And you're right, and Denver's got the best player on the planet.
Right.
All right, so if they don't win the championship, it's not going to be because Brunson's too small. It's just going to be a coincidence. It's going to keep that narrative alive, but they're just not. They don't have the talent that those teams in the West have. But so I think it conveniently keeps the streak alive. But that's not the reason, and especially the way he plays.
Yeah, no, he's really good. Meanwhile, I got to the bottom of one of the great questions that we have had on the show. So I want, though, the person who has brought this topic up that we always talk about to join us in this conversation.
And I know Zach Zarba. He was the crew chief. He's a Brooklyn guy. He used to call games at the Jewish Center on Eastern Parkway.
Okay, so that's Spike, and Spike in St. Pete is on the phone right now.
Okay.
Spike?
Yes.
All right, I have something for you.
Go ahead.
So last night, Zach Zarba was the crew chief for the game last night, right?
Okay.
He comes on the court, and I grab him right away. I grab his arm, and I go, Zach, come here real quick.
God bless you.
And I said, I heard you used to officiate games at the Jewish Center on Eastern Parkway. I didn't get Eastern Parkway out of my mouth before he smiled, nodded his head, and said, yeah, no, that's true.
How about that?
And he had a huge smile on his face, and then that was it. He dapped me up, and he went on his way to ref the game. And so I was I can't wait to say this on the air.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. By the way, my late brother-in-law was the assistant principal at Halsey Junior High School, which fed into Bushwick, and he also officiated games there. And I'm so old, I go back to when Joe Crawford, who was the official when Reggie Miller went off for those points. He had hair at that point. So, I follow this game like it's my blood. And I told you before the season started, and you've been very kind to me, everybody. I love all you guys, and you know how much I love the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson put on a show last night.
He was good.
Alan, I watch defense because I'm a UV guy. I watched him do things on the court, and I got on with Michael. I don't like to abuse the time you guys allow me, and I appreciate the platform. But in one consecutive back and forth, he put on a show that how do you get 9 offensive rebounds in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
How do you, and OG Anunoby, go on record now after 8 games is playing like a first-team All-NBA
No
forward.
question. Yeah, he's been really good too. But you're talking about a play where Robinson got a putback dunk.
Wow.
Then jogged down the court, saw a play. I forget who it was, driving. I think it was McDaniels, driving to the basket to make a layup on Bridges. And then Robinson just sprinted and punched it out of bounds. And it was just like plays on both ends within seconds of each other. He was unreal in this game. He had, I'm pulling up the box scores. I want the numbers.
It's ridiculous.
He played 16 minutes.
He's the longest tenured Knicks.
Yeah, 8 seasons. He played 16 minutes. He had 8 points, 10 rebounds. He had 3 blocks, also a steal. Out of the 10 rebounds, as you mentioned, the 9 offensive rebounds, he was 4 for 5, which of course was probably all around the rim. It was like in 16 minutes he did this.
It's unbelievable.
Gobert played 28 minutes and had 7 points and 9 rebounds.
And we'll go there from the COVID thing and the Stifle Tower. I could do without him.
Yeah.
I know he's a big tall guy. Last thing, and thanks for the time.
Sure.
I've noticed this with both Anunoby. 3 things I've noticed in the first 8 games, and I watch it like a hawk. Bridges looks like he's changed his shot a little. He's a little closer to his ear when he's releasing the ball. Anunoby shooting from all over. If you look at the shot, I'm saying things you know, but the listeners may gain some knowledge from that. If you look at his shot charts, he's all over the place now. He shot, and something happened to Mitchell Robinson. He's not putting the ball below his waist, which is eliminating those, and he's not reaching in anymore. On the first 3 years, they would pull him if he whispered for a foul.
Yep.
So that was the best half of basketball I have seen, and I don't think the Knicks defensively, because you have a lot of problem closing out on the threes. The differential is still bad. They're going to have to outscore everybody.
Well,
but
I mean,
this is Mike Burrow's MO. He starts off very early in his tenures, and I'm repeating myself, but that's my nature. He starts off in his tenures, whatever team he's on, he makes the changes. The kids must like him because he's an easygoing guy, and he's got all this experience. But remember, you got to finish. The East is opened up for the Knicks like the Red Sea this year.
Yeah,
so
you're seeing it.
Hang in there. Yeah, I got to get better. I got to hang around and watch this thing this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is the most beautiful half I've ever seen. And the turnovers are non-existent. Look, I watched OKC last night. My under-over, which I'm a big proponent of this year, and I give it out to 2 guys that like to bet a lot of money. My deal with them is I don't want anything. Just thank you. I had Detroit last year, 24.5, and I gave them Portland this year. I said, if Scoot Henderson comes back, I think that's his name, if he comes back, even in spite of the Billups thing, I said the West is overrated. You have geriatric teams out there. You got 3 of them. They're starting 30-year-old guys. This is a young man's game.
Okay.
One last question.
No, Spike, we got it's late. It's late in the segment. Man, that was like pulling the string. That was pulling the string, and it just he really had a lot. I just wanted to let him know that Zach Tarver confirmed his story.
What? Well, listen, guess what, Alan? That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We love you, Spike.
That was a lot. All right, so we had a lot to do today.
Don, you all right over there?
Yeah.
No.
Don's just sitting back.
Don's dead.
He killed me. Actually, I love the guy, but he
actually
that
I couldn't jump in. 800-919-3776. See if you can top what Spike just did.
Can you?
Nope.
We'll get to your calls. We have plenty more to talk about with you. That guy Thursday. Adam Graves. We're going to get some hockey.
Graves.
Yeah, a little bit of Ranger talk with you as well. What else we got today? D Wood?
We got D Wood, yeah.
We also got some Wood. So plenty more to get to. Stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg. ESPN New York.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. Already a bad ride on the Van Wyck southbound in Queens. Earlier road work by Atlantic Avenue, and now a broken down school bus in the right lane. Traffic is not moving much there from the LIE. Slowing you down on the Grand Central eastbound, heading into Kew Gardens. Bumper to bumper there from Jewel Avenue. LIE westbound, watch out for a broken down car in the left lane right before Queens Boulevard. Solid slowdowns there from the Van Wyck. Best of it's the outbound George Westside Highway and Henry Hudson. Cross Bronx westbound already slammed from White Plains Road on through. Inbound George roadwork on the upper deck, about a 15 to 20 minute ride. Outbound Lincoln Orania 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 30 to 40. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
You're standing inside a secret prison. It houses the Nazi high command.
I'm going to put Hermann Goering on trial.
Sony Pictures Classics presents Nuremberg, starring Academy Award winner Russell Crowe, Academy Award winner Rami Malek, and Academy Award nominee Michael Shannon.
Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Nichts schuldig.
Order! Order!
Nuremberg opens only in theaters everywhere November 7th.
With Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg, I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776.
Sure.
Is the number.
Why not?
I know, Don.
Absolutely.
I know. The Spike thing didn't go the way I was kind of hoping it would.
I love him. He's great. He got going.
He really the doll, like when you pull the string.
Yeah, but the string runs out.
It didn't.
Well, that's the thing. The string in theory runs out. He was once you mentioned Zach Zaba.
I just wanted him to enjoy that moment. Some interesting news here from John Heyman and Joel Sherman.
Sorry, that's Richard, not Spike.
Don Mattingly stepping away from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, what's up with that?
He's not retiring. So they say he still feels energized.
All right.
Yankees should call him.
Yes.
I mean,
Bring
for
him
fun,
home,
for
right?
fun, right?
Well, for fun. You don't think he's useful?
I mean, can I tell you the truth?
No.
Okay. I don't.
Not about Donnie baseball.
I don't believe anybody.
I don't want your truth about.
No
Donnie
one
baseball.
on the outside can tell what makes a good base coach. Sure. Why not? You got to have a base coach, right?
Bench coach.
Same thing. He's a bench coach, not a base coach?
Yeah. No.
Even less. At least a base coach you see. A bench coach, no idea.
Well, he's like your consigliere.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
He talks.
He's Tom Hagen.
who are you getting the vibes on? What's the vibe of everybody in the bench?
What it is.
How's having people feeling?
Or it's like decisions that you're going to make, like you just want to buy somebody
So
that
you're saying
trust.
the manager barely makes any decisions?
No.
But when he makes one of the very few decisions he makes, he's going to go waste his time with the bench coach? Come on. Who are we kidding here? Just bring him back. Put him in the Yankee uniform. It'll feel great for everyone.
It would. But I don't think Donnie's thinking, I'm going to take Aaron Boone's job. He's not that way.
No.
He's probably got to a certain age now. Like, hey, listen, I want to still do this, but I want to be able to maybe do it closer to home or do it somewhere where maybe there could be an avenue to becoming a manager again someday. But I think he understands the dynamic with the Yankees, and I don't think that would be where he would go. So I just think maybe he felt that it ran its course in Toronto and now goes someplace else. But I don't think this is some grand scheme to steal a job away from Aaron Boone or something like that. I think he's too classy for that.
But you think he'd like to have one somewhere?
Yeah.
I mean, he still thinks there's a run as manager. And it wasn't going to happen in Toronto, so I might as well go somewhere else.
Right.
I get it.
But I don't think the Yankees would be that destination.
No.
I think he knows very well they're happy with Aaron. And that's not to say I'm going to go someplace where I know the manager's hanging on by a thread, but go somewhere where maybe he feels like that at some point there may be a natural progression to being
right.
manager.
Sure.
If he goes to the Yankees have already said they don't want to mess with the legend of Don Mattingly. I don't think he would go there in hopes that in a few years he would take over. But there could be someplace else, but just not in Toronto. So
I mean, he's 64, right?
Right.
So does he want to elevate what he's doing, or does he want to kind of like take it down a notch? Does he want to just kind of coach and teach instead of the everyday in the dugout? Like maybe he wants to be more behind the scenes. I don't know. Like he still wants to coach, but we don't know if it means that, look, living in Toronto, the travel, all that stuff, maybe it's just like, I don't really want to do all this. Like I wonder, but if I just feel like this, and I know sometimes you make hires that are ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
If Don Mattingly is available, and you know that he's got a resume, not his player resume. I'm talking about like the guy's coached, he's managed, he's been. I don't know why you wouldn't, as an organization, say, well, let's bring him back in. Let's get him back in.
Well, the only reason
we could utilize him.
The only reason is you could think with all the chatter that exists around Boone every season. We don't need Don Mattingly sitting there with fans going, "Oh, Mattingly,
right.
Mattingly."
And
Mattingly.
Don,
that's fair. That's
and
fair.
Mattingly knows that.
He does. Of course, he does.
And
Donnie
I
baseball
don't think he'd
for
want
God's
to do
sake.
that.
All right. So you don't think there'll ever be like you don't think there's going to be a reuniting of Donnie baseball?
I mean, listen. I'm sure if they said to him, if he reached out and said he was interested, and they said, "Hey, well, obviously we're good with Aaron Boone here. Do you want?" But even then, it's still going to be the problem. So I just think even if he says I'm good. I don't need to be a manager. I just want to be a part of this organization. It still won't change maybe a potential discomfort from having
it would be a problem.
So
I think the Yankees realize that.
Here's a quote from him. He said, "I think the thing I wrestle with is trying to balance family with a 10-year-old." He has a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Trying to balance that with still loving doing what I'm doing, then balancing the road. I'm 64. I feel good, but the road kind of wears you down. Mm-hmm. If I talked about it right now, the last thing I want to do is be on the road. But you never know how you feel a month from now or whatever. I see that now does tell me that if you said, hey, come to Tampa, you work with our young players, hitting instructor, hitting whatever it is, no travel whatsoever. Don't even need to be in New York, but you teach our next generation. You spend time with all of our young guys. You work with our young guys in the winter and all that stuff. Like, does it sound like a guy that the kid's 10? I just kind of want to be home.
That's what it sounds. Yeah, 10 years old. Listen, we can all sympathize with that. Toronto's not the easiest place to be if your family is. Are they in Tampa? I don't know where they are.
Well, I don't know where he lives, but I'm sure it's Florida somewhere, right?
Right, but if it's down like Alan, going through customs, it's a pain. And so he probably think, I'll be an instructor and hang out with you in spring training. I'll be there for the home games, kind of like what Phil Jackson was doing towards the end of his career. Like, I'd just be around. I don't want to travel anymore. At 64, be with his 10-year-old kids, probably going through baseball stuff himself, and that's a lot to miss. So he's energized, but maybe the travel is just to be 64 and have a 10-year-old. I can relate to that, right? I'm 57, have an 8-year-old.
There you go.
And the being away from the kids was tough last week. But luckily for me in hockey, there's only like 2 long trips like that. And in baseball, half the season you're crisscrossing all over the place. They don't have very many real close homestands. I mean, I road trips. I mean, I at least get the benefit as the Devils announcer. I get to go to the Garden. I get to go to UBS. I can drive to Philadelphia, take the train to Washington. When you're stuck in Toronto, there is no bus trip. Everything's on a flight. Everything's crossing the border and having to deal with that.
I got to tell you, of all the jobs to be an older dad with, and Donnie, we said he's how old? 64?
64, yeah.
With a 10-year-old, right? Of all the jobs, man, being a part of a baseball team is a tough one. I mean, that's just like I leave in April and I see you when I can, but I'm basically gone for 6 months.
Yeah. And you're also
even when you're home, you're gone.
I don't know how Michael does it, honestly. And listen, it's for. And with the family, you're right.
No,
Peter,
baseball is it's endless.
A beast, man. It is
and even when the season, all right, you're back in Toronto, everyone's around. Even when the season, all right, you're back in Toronto, everyone's around. Great, you still leave for the building every day. You're gone till 11 o'clock at night.
Now I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently Aaron Boone was on, Talking Yankees with John Boy.
Talking Yanks to you.
He said something very interesting that I don't buy. Do you want to do that coming up?
Oh, boy, you just tease us like that?
I'm sorry. I just saw it, and I said, you know what? I can try to squeeze it in, but
such tease.
Well, hey,
but you know what? I like it.
Yeah, squeeze it in. But no, don't squeeze it in. Tease us.
We already tried to fill an elephant through an anthole, so I figure let's tease.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to own that the rest of the day.
No, I love what you did.
General soreness.
Look, I thought I was doing the job, getting out there. Talking to an NBA referee minutes before tip-off about something that happened in his life, early in his life, and I got the answer, and I felt like a reporter.
Well,
I was like, I got the scoop.
You were back. You were back in your
and I wanted to share it, and then of course, once you open the door, man.
Oh, for the door.
5.5 minutes later.
Jeez, just trying to do good radio.
You're doing
which we will. Aaron Boone. On what the Yankees don't do nearly as much as anybody else in Major League Baseball. Next, Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Listen up, football fans. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Empower
Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry banana to sour apple. Packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle, you'll get as much caffeine as 12-ounce premium coffee with 0 sugar and also 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damien Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
All right, so Adam Graves coming up in the 4 o'clock hour. And that'll be a lot of fun. Always great to talk with Adam Graves and get into some hockey. We had a spirited, Peter. Don, myself, and Anthony Pusick had a spirited Ranger conversation the other day.
Yeah.
And Don and I were mostly listening. Would you confirm, Don?
Yes, confirm.
So Pusick had some serious passion about what's happening with with the other team at the Garden. Again, we'll get all into those conversations, but always great to talk with Adam Graves. He'll be coming up 4 o'clock hour. Again, Damien Woody at 5:30. That Guy Thursday. Wait till you hear this story.
I got one.
Oh, boy. But we also have a little baseball right now. And, Don, you were talking about it, something that Aaron Boone said, that he has a way of saying things that just make you facepalm and say, you're not that kind of guy. Why do you say these things? But he did it again. Tell us.
Well, he was on with Talking Yanks, John Boy Vehicle.
Sure.
And he said the Yankees are the least analytical team in the American League East when it comes to in-game decisions.
The least?
The least of the American League East teams. So that obviously includes the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Rays, and the Orioles. Okay? Let's put the Orioles aside because, they really haven't been
good.
Well, last year wasn't actual baseball that was played, so yeah.
Right, but
even the Blue Jays,
it's really. But you know the Rays are driven by it. I mean, they're the most poster child outside of the A's and Billy Beane because they've got no money, they've got no payroll, and they've got to do it. So right there, I doubt very seriously when you hear all the stories about Cash, like there was like a lot of rumors that he's been reprimanded by the organization for even like having a thought outside of analytics. Then the Red Sox, listen, we felt like they've always thought outside the box, and the Blue Jays too. I mean, listen, he knows a lot more than we do, but guys, from outside looking in, that does not sound like he's telling the truth at all. Sounds like he's almost defensive about it, right?
Well, clearly, when you say things like what he's saying there is like we're the least of it, right? Declarative. Like he's not like suggesting, I don't know if we do it as much as anyone else. That's that's more like a soft way to put it. He's like, we're the least.
Yeah, the least.
We're the very bottom.
Right.
Everybody else does it more than we do. Like
and
that
all,
sounds very defensive.
I don't know how you know that.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not like you're getting inside their meetings and all that. Or
is that when you go, the people I talk to?
But here's the semantics of it, because Boone's a great guy.
Yes.
He's not a liar or anything like that.
The
semantics of that he's on board with the decisions where he can kind of sell, no, that was my call. Because it is his call, because he is in complete lockstep with the organization. But what I'd like to know is how many times has Aaron Boone in a game completely defied all the analytical logic and said, I don't care what they say. I'm the only person who believes this. I am going to bunt here, or I'm going to take this pitcher out, or I'm going to bring this pitcher in. Has he ever defied the analytics? From what I understand is no. And the semantics thing is, well, because I believe everything they believe, so I am going with my gut because that's what my gut tells me. Well, it's just a coincidence that your gut is exactly in lockstep with what they're already thinking. So I don't think that there are many times, Michael can answer this much better than we can, being around it all the time, where he defies his orders or defies the logic that is talked about before the game. I find that very difficult to believe. But
all right, well, he says it does make us react. I don't think anybody believes it. No. But this again, well, I think they have developed such a reputation at this point that it's impossible for anybody to really trust what they say or take it at face value when it has to do with analytics.
Unless it is also just what we say, which is that, because remember who did I ask this to? Was it Jeff? No, Vaccaro.
Mm-hmm.
About how different Aaron Boone actually is from, like, if left to his own devices, what would he do? And Vaccaro seemed to think Boone left to his own devices is very close to what the Yankees
would
are.
still do the same stuff.
Exactly.
That's why it's a non-issue. But he's obviously defensive about it because all the things that we've ever said about baseball is you can never praise a manager or you can never criticize a manager because it's all coming from above.
Mm-hmm.
A guy does not want to be out there that with the narrative that he's being neutered, that he's just a puppet. I mean, I would be insulted by that too, right? I'd be defensive about that.
Yep.
Boone works really hard to be as good a manager as he can be, and the narrative is, well, he's just a puppet. The Cashman's pulling the strings.
What would you rather? What would you rather have? Would you rather have at least to say, well, these are the numbers, and we follow the numbers, so we don't win. We don't win World Series. We get to a World Series once in an 11-year span or whatever it is. It's like, which is the better way? That, or I'm the reason why we don't get as far as we should?
Well,
these are all my decisions, not just the numbers. Because then I'll tell you what. Now, and again, if you take it at face value in what he's saying, if you're using them the least, then how the hell do you still have a job?
Exactly.
Because that means if you're making most of these decisions not based on numbers but based on what you think you should do, then you're a nice guy. You're not very good at your job.
Well, unless, again, the narrative is different about what is success and what's not success. Because they go to the playoffs every year. They just went to the World Series.
I'm sorry. I heard the owner say that it was a failure.
Well, okay. So then he's a failure. But I would think if I'm a manager of a team, if I'm a head coach of a team, I want people to think that I'm in charge. And there's a feeling like he's not really in charge. But yet we get calls of people demanding him to be fired. So is Boone confirming he should be fired? Because if he does go by his gut, and we always defend Boone by saying, well, give him a break. These are your organizational decisions. Then are the callers right? Should he be fired?
That's if he's saying what he's saying. It's almost like, like a pilot of a major airline.
Right.
He relies on analytics. He's not making every decision with his gut. He's not just taking off and he's in full control of the plane. No, all that stuff is pre-programmed. Right? The navigation, everything is all there.
The plane can fly itself. I said to a pilot, that plane, I could fly that plane. I'm sure they'd be insulted by that.
Of course they would.
But there is some truth to the fact that it's not like, World War I and you're in this, flying around, trying to catch the Red Baron. I'm sure they had a lot more say then than the pilots of a 747
Absolutely.
today.
Pull up. Like if there's a moment in the ninth inning where you need to pull up, that's different. But it's like everybody does have that sense of, yes, I'm in control, but we are following navigation. And I think it's really pretty much how the Yankees handle. Are you good? Are you?
There's a mic problem.
His microphone needs Viagra.
There's a lack of stimulation.
Like, are you? Yeah, no. He has no movement.
No, he's got too much movement. It's all downward movement.
Yeah, it's too much movement.
But you almost admire what Boone did, because Boone pays attention.
Oh, he knows what's what.
And he knows that everybody believes he's a terrible manager, and he's the reason why they haven't won a World Series. And what he's doing is he's confirming to you, yes, I'm in charge. That I make decisions more than any other manager in the American League East. So whether he knows it or not, he's kind of confirming that he might be the reason they haven't won. Although the organization looks at it probably like he is the reason we've gone as far as we've gone, which is good.
Two ways to see it.
Yeah. There's definitely two ways to see it. There's the Yankee way, and then there's the rest of the world.
Right. And we still will never find middle ground between those two at all.
We've tried.
But it's not going to happen. We have calls 800-919-3776. We do have a goal.
There we go.
That's the end of the period.
It worked.
That's the end of the period. That's the end of the period. That was not the
horn.
That's not a goal. All right, but we have that. We have Don, of course, at the Rock, the Devils, and Le Canadien tonight in Newark. And, of course, Peter and I here in New York. And more hockey coming up because the great Adam Graves is going to join us, talk a little hockey, talk a little Rangers history, and more. So stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN, New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomans.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little Chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
4 o'clock in the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. I'm at The Rock for the Devils and the Canadians tonight. The fellas are back in the studio in New York City. Well, coming up on Saturday, the Rangers are going to continue to celebrate their centennial season with their second night, which will honor milestones and moments. And several players from the New York Rangers alumni will be honored throughout the night on Saturday, including our next guest. He's the great Adam Graves, and he joins us here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Adam, I got to tell you, I'm thrilled to be the Devils announcer now, but the one negative thing about it is I don't get to sit next to you during Ranger games anymore. You were always so gracious with your time, and I'm going to miss you, man.
Well, I don't have anyone to share the popcorn with because, as you know, it's outstanding.
It is.
And I say that all. Hey, nothing but respect, and that's the great part of the game, as we've always talked about, is the friendships and the people, the excellent people that you meet along the way, and we're all part of the bigger hockey family, which I'm proud to be a part of. So. And this year is a celebration of 100 years of Ranger hockey, so it's spectacular to be at the Garden.
You know, Adam, I was expecting you as a proud Ranger to look at Don and say, "Okay, now you're on the other side.
You're dead.
Now we got beef."
Yeah, it's over.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. And hey, we've talked about this all the time, and I mean this: that when all three teams are at the top of their game, it makes for great hockey in the tri-state area, and it makes sense because the tri-state area is one of the fastest growing hockey markets in the United States, probably in North America, and it has only boasted and it's only built up even stronger and more eyes watching hockey when all three teams are strong and competing, and it's great. So I will tell you though, when the Rangers are on the ice and they're playing the Devils or the Islanders, I only see one color blue, and that's it. So.
No, we're all fighting for the same cause. We're all pulling the rope in the same direction when it comes to promote the game of hockey. So that's the one thing they will always have in common, Adam. So if I'm going to the game on Saturday, what can I expect to see for the second night celebrating the Centennial?
Well, again, it's milestones and moments, and some of the alumni in attendance. Derek stepped on some names that you know. Obviously, Hank, the great, the King, Stefan Matteau, Mike Richter, a name that you haven't heard in a while, Merrick Malik. We're just celebrating some of those magical moments that have happened at the Garden, and even from the beginning of the season. When we had birth of a franchise, and we had some of the family of the Bouchers and Hextall and Cooks. I mean, when you are able to celebrate like that, it is just it's phenomenal, and it really reminds you of just how long there's been this, for me, a love affair between the city of New York and the Rangers and Blue Shirts and Blue Shirts hockey, and certainly having that and Craig Patrick coming in representing the Patrick family and what they've meant to the organization. So this is an ongoing, obviously throughout the year. We have many of nights, and whether it's the new Garden, fan favorites, legendary Blue Shirts, goaltenders. As you know, we've had a plethora of. We've been spoiled with goaltenders, so we have a real great, I think, for me, format for just trying to pay respect to our team, and I say that because I'm a fan. And it's the fans' team, it's New York's team, and to be able to celebrate 100 years is pretty remarkable. And this Saturday it'll be no different. It'll be fantastic. As I said, milestones and moments, and it'll bring back a lot of smiles. And for me, it's having kids sitting there with their parents and their grandparents and sometimes great grandparents celebrating generationally, where there might be a moment that was special to a grandparent that might be different from a grandchild, and it's everyone's represented and everyone has ownership of those great memories. And we have Sam Rosen will be the master of ceremonies, which is fantastic. And we do have a commemorative ticket incorporating the players' images and whatnot, just to commemorate it, because it's always nice, especially in today's technology age where you can actually take something physical home with you. So we're thrilled. There's still some tickets available as well, as you know, but it's going to be an outstanding night, and certainly can't wait to be there.
And also ahead of the game on the Rangers website, fans can share personal photos of their favorite Rangers milestone memories. Fans who submit their photos are entered to win a Centennial jersey, which looks gorgeous, by the way, too, as we talk to Adam Graves. All right, let's fast forward to the now, Adam. I mean, this team just can't seem to figure it out at home. It's very strange, and outside of the San Jose game, they haven't been able to score at home. Is it just a coincidence, or is there something going on here?
Well, here's what I would tell you, and I'm an old school player, as you know, and it's a different game now. In fact, I'd say the game's never been better with the skill and certainly the speed of the game. But and you measure a lot of the differences in the game by analytics, and I don't want to, because I'm not an analytics expert by any stretch. But if you looked at the team's analytics and their chances, both even strength and power play, would tell you that there should be a lot more goals scored. But anytime you have a stretch where you do that, you have to continue to do the right things. And when you have a new coach that comes in, and Sully is a fantastic coach, obviously with his success he had, and then certainly being a Ranger before, and his staff with Quinner and Sachs. I mean, they know the game, but there's also adjustments. And I think back just more recent history, the last decade ago, when Alain Vigneault came in and he changed some of the systems. And I think we really came out of the gate slow, because you're trying to make adjustments on the go. But I like the way the team's playing. Has the puck gone in the way we'd love it to go in? No, it hasn't. But defensively, I think the team's played extremely well, and I think that we are creating an identity of a team that plays 200 feet. But you need that puck to go in the net. But it's as a player, if you're not getting those opportunities, that's when you get concerned. But they've had some grade A looks, and it's like, this can't keep going on. The puck's got to start going in the net, because they've been outstanding on the road too.
You're talking about it's expected goal metric, right? Like the shot, yes. The quality of shot, that the expected goal percentage is way up, but they're just not finding the back of the net for various reasons, and that can obviously, as you know, especially early in the season, and especially at home, it can cause like anxiety in a player. Like you get frustrated, and that can really mess with you. The old phrase, grip the stick, that kind of thing. So how do you get out of that if you're a team? How do you find that place? Does it take just one game where you just blow the roof off and now everybody can relax? Because they kind of had that, but it didn't seem to work. And as you mentioned, on the road, they've had more success than they have at home. Is it as simple as something like that? Maybe just feeling the pressure of, the fans are a little frustrated, and we're also frustrated that we just, for whatever reason, can't bury the puck on our home ice.
Well, it'd be easy to say, hey, this is exactly how you do it. Here's the formula, but that's hockey, and that's why hockey's such a unique game, and it's so fast and it goes quickly. And I will tell you, back in the day, the things that you would focus on as a player was the process. Okay, I've got to get to the net. I've got to stop. I've got to finish my check here. I've got to screen the goal. I've got all these different things that you would have in your head, but you actually didn't think about, okay, I get the puck, I'm going to deke to my left, deke to my right, and then put it home. That's usually, you thought about getting the opportunity and creating opportunities and getting into those habits, which I think the Rangers are doing a good job of. But it's one of those things that you're going to have the ebbs and flows, and nothing's linear. And especially in hockey, there you're going to have your ups and downs, and sometimes it makes it tougher. You're doing all the right things, but the puck's not going on the ice, in the net. So when you're on the ice, you have to continue, and it's not easy. You have to continue to create and get those opportunities. And yes, it's not, and I don't even think it's a case of bearing down. I think they're bearing down. It's just a little bit of puck luck, but and I'm not suggesting that I think it's going to change. You keep playing the right way, I think that long term that you are going to be rewarded for it. And I think this team, they've got too many talented players that have scored goals in the past, will score goals in the future. And I think it's a matter of time, and especially because they're playing the right way, for 200 feet of the ice. And I like that. I really like that. I see that as a real positive.
You know, the Knicks changed their coach, the Rangers changed their coach, and you preach patience at the beginning of the year because you need to make adjustments because of the new coach. So, Adam, from what you've seen, what is the adjustment you have to make as a Ranger from Peter Laviolette to Mike Sullivan?
Well, I think each coach has their different messaging. So again, and it's personalities that you have to I guess get acclimatized. It's like anything else in relationships. And once you get to know someone, the more you're with them, the more you get comfortable, and the more you understand what their expectations are of you, and they get to know how to connect with you, because it's not old school hockey where you just kind of dive in and you're aggressive. And I mean, it's how do you communicate with any individual player, whether it's through humor, through pushing, through giving them time up. You get to know your players, and when you're trying to establish an identity and the way you want to play, it takes time. And I use that AV's example. When he first came in, I believe the team was 2-6 or 2-7. I don't know exactly. Like really had a slow start, and one of the big things were those short little passes I remember to the front of the net for the breakout. And it took a while because there were some turnovers, and it was like, oh my goodness, a new system. Then all of a sudden it clicked, and the team just took off. And I actually think I see a lot of similarities because I thought at that time the team was playing the right way. They weren't being rewarded, and they stuck to it. And you really do have to stick to it, especially with a new system, getting ready for or get used to a new system. You really have to just stay with it. And Coach Sullivan, he's had great success for a reason. And when you think of the way that he's had his teams play, and both with obviously in Pittsburgh, but in international play as well, he's used to working with different players and communicating. And this is no different. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for that transition to take place.
Well, Adam, I know Don mentioned it earlier about how Rangers fans can share a personal photo of their favorite Rangers milestone or memory and submit it and have a chance to win the Centennial jersey before Saturday's game. I got it. Give me one of yours. Give me your, if you have a favorite memory whether it's your own history. I mean, 94 sounds obvious, of course, but I don't know if there's also just maybe just a moment that we aren't thinking about that is special to you that isn't maybe the obvious one, which is, of course, when you raised the Stanley Cup.
Well, I can think of so many that both on the ice, whether it's Mark Smess's 500th goal to Mike Gartner's 600th goal as a Ranger, two people that I have such respect for and are dear friends, and the joy you had in watching that when Mess was introduced as the first captain, or not the first captain, but in the first game after coming back after the trade in New York back in 1991, and thinking, I mean, it's hard to believe it's 34 years ago.
Oh, right.
But even some of those memories, for me, the most special part of Ranger hockey is the energy in the building and the start of the game and the drop of the puck. And those nights when you would have Stephen McDonald and Stephen would come on the ice, those are some of the memories that I've always cherished, and being a part of that energy. And now, Don, as you know, sitting up there, we're always there at the beginning because you want to see the the lights go down, the team come on the ice, and the national anthem played. And just the energy in the building, the excitement of the drop of the puck. And those are the moments that, and of course, the overtime goals, Marty St. Louis on Mother's Day, Hank's big blocker save against, Montreal. I mean, there's so many, and people all have their own, to Marek Malik's 16th round or 15th round of the shoot. I'll never forget that. The roof went out the building. Yeah. I mean, but that for me is what's special about our game and Ranger hockey is you have these moments and you'll never forget. They create capsules, and it's not just the capsule on the ice. It's maybe you're sitting with your wife or your son or your daughter or your grandpa or your good friend. You're sharing that moment with people that you care about. That's what's really cool.
And you were mentioning your best players have to be your best players, and it's been a bit of a slow start for Artemi Panarin. You wonder, is the contract on his mind? Is he going to get traded at the deadline? His future as a player, I know you're supposed to shelve all that stuff, but when you see somebody of his talent get off to a slow start, do you wonder if some of those things kind of creep into his game?
Well, he's such a talent. I mean, his intellect on the ice and his creativeness. It's as simple as he has a night where it's gonna happen for him, and then you get that confidence and away he goes. I don't think that you have 30 plus goals last year, 48 2 years ago. He's still a heck of a player, and there's going to be ebbs and flows to the season, and certainly when you're part of it, you're leaned on to add that offense, and certainly the team has struggled a little bit at home, as you alluded to, that you feel the weight of that because you're expected to do that. So, but I see him being the old Artemi. Once a puck starts going, it's going to go in, and it's going to be like this is going to be in the rearview mirror. He's too good a player.
The Rangers' second Centennial theme night will be coming up on Saturday. Milestones and Moments. This will celebrate Rangers who have had historic moments at the Garden. There will be a game day giveaway for all fans in attendance, a commemorative ticket incorporating players and imagery that highlight the various milestones and moments being celebrated during the game. For whatever reason, the NHL didn't schedule a Ranger Devil game until March, and there's only 3 of them. So we've got a long way to go before I'm going to get to cross paths with you, but I'm looking forward to that day, and enjoy this season. It should be a lot of fun, and enjoy Saturday, man.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, and I'll hopefully I'll be able to bring a box of popcorn up to the box. We'll have it together. All right.
You got it. Thanks so much, Adam. You're the best.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you. Talk soon.
You know why Adam Graves is the best?
Because he wants to share popcorn with you?
Well, that, and also the fact he's talking about great moments, and he brings up overtime goals. And he never mentioned his overtime goal that beat the Devils in Game 5 in '97.
He wouldn't do that.
Because he's not that guy.
Right.
Like,
he's never been that guy.
That's that's what's so amazing about hockey players. And like, seriously, Adam Graves, scored 50 goals in a season. He's part of the '94 team. Right, everywhere he goes, he's
a beloved. He's
a beloved Ranger.
He's like the John Starks of the Rangers, like from the Garden fans. Like he's beloved player, and you only remember he was always part of something exciting,
and yet still humble that he's not going to mention that one of the great moments in Rangers history is that overtime goal wraparound against Brodeur in '97 that got them into the conference final. That's what's great about hockey players.
He was also the guy, again, for the younger generation, there's chants, right, that players all say they don't hear or don't care about and all that stuff. But the 1940 chant was the most derisive chant, and every Ranger fan, it broke your heart hearing that chant as a Rangers fan because it just drove you crazy because it's the reality of the reminder that you haven't won a cup since 1940. And when they won that cup, Graves had again, in the moment, goes into the camera and mocks the chant because it's over. Can't say it anymore. And it's almost like a way, it just shows you the connection he always had, not just as a player to the team, but to the entire franchise and what it means to fans and all the different nuances of it. You could hear it in his voice when he's talking about the current team. And I love the fact that he was all over the expected goals metric because – Don, this team right now, what they're going through, so they have 2 players in the top 25 in expected goals, and Zibanejad is at 6.1. His actual goals is 4. So he's really like 2 goals that he should have scored. He didn't.
Right.
But JT Miller, he only has 3 goals. He should have 6 according to the metric. That's the quality of chances he's getting. It's still 3 goals. 3 goals is a big deal when you're losing games 1-0 and 2-1.
But he has to make you feel good if you're a Ranger fan about the AV comparison.
Yeah, that's a very good reference. Right.
And listen, I don't think this team is going to go to a Stanley Cup final like one of AV teams did, but I do think it's going to be better than it's been, and I do think they're a playoff team. And then once you get to the playoffs with their goaltending and some of their skilled players, I think they've got a chance to do something. All 3 teams, the Islanders have been able to turn it around. Devils hit a bit of a hiccup here on the road, but they're undefeated at home, and they're in first place. They went on the West Coast trip in first place. They came back in first place, so they didn't do too much damage. And he's right.
This game Saturday is against the Islanders, right?
Yeah. So
a little Ranger Islander tilt at the Garden on a Saturday. I love it.
Do you say Garden again, by the way? You said Garden?
Garden.
Do you know ESPN New York is giving you the chance to experience UFC 322 at the Garden?
More Garden things.
That's right. November 15th, it's going down. One grand prize winner will win tickets to the suite to hang out with me.
You?
We're going to feel out the whole vibe. Have a beverage, perhaps.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Really?
Feel out, feel up. It's going to be a good time.
Enjoy
the
Peter.
energy of the
Opposite
Garden.
of his mic.
The comfort of a private suite and the world-class UFC action alongside me, Peter Rosenberg. Going to be a time. To enter, find the contest tile on the ESPN New York app.
Smash it.
Submit your entry by smashing it, mushing it, mashing it, all of it. It's all brought to you by Bud Light. Proud to be the official beer sponsor of the UFC. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy Bud Light responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Missouri. Hey, so we were talking some Rangers the other day, and Don and I were doing most of the listenings because Anthony.
He was going off, huh?
For a guy that doesn't care about his teams, he cares about this. So, Anthony, you were paying attention to the great Adam Graves and what he was saying about this current Ranger team.
I was.
And I gave you a couple of little stats here about how two players. You're talking about a total of 5, right? 4 goals that they should have scored just from two players alone.
Yeah.
That they haven't scored. So the expected goals thing, are you buying into the expected goals metric that says, the quality chances are there, they're not burying them?
Well, one thing I certainly agree with Adam Graves, who will forget more hockey than I'll ever know, is that, yes, if they continue to play this way, they should win games. Expected goals is a fun stat, and it's an advanced stat. And, Peter, we know how much we love, analytics in all of our sports.
Who doesn't? I love it beyond sports. I like it in all of my life. Work, you name it.
Alexi Lafreniere is basically having Ben Rice's start to his season, where he should be hitting 900, but every single ball is going right at somebody. Alexi Lafreniere should have a lot of goals, but he's shooting them right at somebody. Well, that could be fixed.
How did Ben Rice finish the season, though?
Very good.
All right, then.
But now it's everybody on the team. My concern with an expected goals stat is, and even JT Miller said this, it's great that we're playing the right way, but it's starting to not be funny anymore. Because, yes, we're expected to score, we're not scoring. Is that a lack of puck luck, or is that a lack of skill? And does Mike Sullivan have the players on this roster to play the way that he wants to play?
Well,
I think the system works, but they're not equating it to win.
See, all a coach can do, all the analytics can do, is tell you what's supposed to happen. Now the players got to go out and make it happen. And that's the thing that always gets lost in all these stupid stats. Is that, you're expected to score, but you don't always score. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes the goaltender goes nuts, and sometimes you just don't have the ability to finish in that particular moment. Just because you put yourself in the position to score or to win a championship, it's still human. Things can kind of get in the way, and let's not forget that. But if you continue to put yourself in the right spot, eventually, over an 82-game season, it should be able to come together for you. So we'll ultimately see, but it is still ridiculously early.
Yep.
But every game in which you don't get points is a missed opportunity, and I do think it's going to be a really tight race to get into the postseason, and you don't want to have to rely on that wild card, and it's going to be hard for all three of these teams to lock down a top 3 seed in the Metropolitan Division, because Carolina's good. Washington I still think is dangerous. Congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin, goal number 900. We'll get into that a little bit later on, but it's still fun to talk to Adam Graves, who will never be accused of being that guy. But other people can be that guy, and it is Thursday, and it's That Guy Thursday, and that's coming up next here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring
best stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HasToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Just a ton of extra company out there on the roads. Bumper to bumper on the Staten Island Expressway westbound, heading over to the West Shore from the Verrazano. Long line of brake lights on the LIE eastbound, moving toward Jericho Turnpike in Nassau County from the BQE. Definitely want to take it slow on the Grand Central westbound, right before LaGuardia. Broken down car in the right lane. Delays there from City Field. Best ride to the outbound George, southbound Egan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, heavy from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Inbound George about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride at 10 to 15 minutes. Outbound Helen going to cost you 45. This report is sponsored by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Well, the PCA can help. It's a national nonprofit developing better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. More info at positivecoach.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
All right, I am looking up at our monitor because I'm told that when you come on the screen. Oh yeah, there he is.
We have Sith Lord Don.
I could
Count
turn
Dooku.
the.
Get it. It's Red Dawn.
I could turn on the light to the booth, but I kind of dig the way I look right now.
This is so you. This is you now. This is your devil indoctrination.
There it is.
The satanic verses of Don LaGreca.
Little war pigs in the background.
Yeah,
it's all.
This is so you. And this is so That Guy Thursday. Sponsored by no one. Because it's, we're that
Should
guy.
be.
No, well, we're that guy. We're being that guy. We don't put a sponsor on. We have a story today in hockey.
Okay.
As we'll continue the hockey theme, that this is the epitome of that guy. So Alex Ovechkin scored his 900th goal, which is an unbelievable milestone. Now, again, he already has the most goals in NHL history. Right. So the fact that he's now at 900, no one's ever done that before. And who would ever do it again? So he scores the goal. You would think, all right, get the puck, commemorate it, right? They couldn't find it. You know why? Well, take a listen to the broadcast.
Watches after the goal is scored. He's got the puck. Watch what he does with the puck. He's going to keep it in his pants. I don't know if he wants to sell it on the open market or not, but they're not going to get that puck from Binnington. But that is until linesman Michel Cormier came over and said, hey, we know you got the puck, buddy.
Good job catching that. There's cameras everywhere, guys.
So Jordan Binnington, who is the Blues goalie who gave up the goal, went into the net. The cameras caught it. Put the puck he has all the hockey pants that players wear, but goalies have these monstrous size hockey pants. And he tucks it in the back of the pants and skates away like no big deal. Like he does it almost like this guy has definitely been a shoplifter. Like
it was natural.
A pickpocket or something. Like he was very swift with his hand, quick with it, like as if he was fixing something in his equipment. Meanwhile, he was stashing the puck.
What's the purpose of this?
Well,
he's a tool.
Yeah, that's the purpose.
Is that it?
The purpose is he's that guy. He's always been that guy.
Yeah.
So he skates away. So the linesman comes over and he's like, the Capitals bench is looking for the puck for Ovi. And at first, Binnington's like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, I don't know. And then finally he skates away, goes to the corner, reaches to behind into the pants, pulls out the puck, and then gives it to the ref like, oh, I guess it ended up in my pants somehow. Like, unreal.
I don't. What on earth?
Unreal. Oh, he explained. You want to hear his explanation?
I'm watching it right now. I just watched the video of him sticking it in his pants.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah.
And he's doing it real casual, like they won't notice because they're all celebrating.
Yeah, they're too busy celebrating. Nobody's going to see it.
Now the ref's over there talking to him.
All right.
That is insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so what's the explanation?
All right, so they asked Binnington after the game, like, why did you have the puck in your pants?
Yeah, I figured I basically had an assist on the goal there, turning it over, so didn't think he'd mind sharing it. But I had full intention to give it back to him. It's still incredible play by him to catch that on his backhand or forehand, spin around, get that on net from a bad angle. Like, obviously, he's such a legendary player, and just seeing a play like that still happening at his age and the talent and hand-eye coordination from cutting off my pass and then just catching it off the wall, spinning backhand, getting it up right by our guy's skate and right by my pad is just, he's next level, and he just continues to impress. So yeah, full intention to give it back, and obviously legendary, inspirational player for the game, for the league. So it's a good moment for him and their team.
Full intention, Donnie, to give it back.
Well, I mean, obviously he wasn't going to get away with it, and you can't sell it because everybody's going to know that you took it, right? So he's just, I guess he's goofing around, but knowing him, it's just, it wasn't funny.
But also, you're goofing around. There's no one there to see it.
I'm sure
it's a weird
he thought
goof.
it was performative, but it's just very weird. It's that guy. It is the definition of that guy.
He bathes in pork and beans.
That's why Alan just so nailed this one.
This is that guy. Now, do you have one, Donnie?
I do. It's awkward because I'm going to need a call because it's two friends of the show.
Oh.
Ariel Helwani and Chris Russo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Both of them, Russo on First Take and Ariel on his show, his podcast, and on social media, went after Joe Davis for hosting the Dodgers parade. Now, for those of you who don't know, Joe Davis is the voice of baseball on Fox, and he called the World Series. But he's also the television voice of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So in that capacity, he hosted the parade.
Okay.
And Russo and Helwani went after him, saying that that's bad form. He just called the World Series. He's supposed to be neutral. But he's also the Dodger announcer. But here's where I come down more on Ariel than I do on Chris. Ariel said in a tweet, Alan, Mike Breen would never do that. So I'm going to ask you, if the Knicks win the NBA championship and Breen calls it, he's also the longtime voice of the Knicks. No disrespect at all to Tyler, the radio announcer, but Mike Breen's been doing it forever. You're telling me Mike Breen wouldn't host the Knicks parade?
And most importantly, if they asked, assuming they wanted him to.
If they asked him, would he say no because I just called the game for ABC, or would he say, hey, I'm the Knicks announcer. I go back 30-plus years counting radio. The Knicks finally win a championship. I'm hosting the parade. Could Ariel just throw out Mike Breen would never do that? And if Breen did it, would anybody dare disrespect Breen for doing it?
I can't speak for Mike Breen.
I can't either.
So I'm not going to assume I know, of course he would, or no, he wouldn't.
Right, but would you kill him if he did?
I certainly would not. I would think it would feel and look natural for him to be there in a moment like that, where it's, and by the way, hosting the parade is really hosting at the end of the parade. That's what it is. It's when the parade's over and everybody gathers and they do a little celebration somewhere, wherever they're going to do it. Usually it's Gracie Mansion, right? That's usually what they do. Well, it's been so freaking long in this town.
God only knows.
So I imagine, or City Hall it should be. So I would imagine if there's somebody at the podium, who hosted it when the Rangers won the Cup in '94? Do you remember? Was it Al Troutwig?
It might have been.
Because I remember Sam and JD, the whole joke was they were doing a studio like throwing to the parade.
Yeah.
And
I
think
it was Trout. I don't
was
know.
Was it Al or was it somebody?
I believe it was Papa when the Giants won, because there is no television voice.
Yeah, by the way,
football.
Just to make it clear, no, like that's the only problem is I think some have to understand that the national guys usually have a team that they do also local.
Yeah. Oh, look, they have it up in full.
What is it, the Ranger one?
They have the Ranger one is the full 49-minute video.
All right, well, get to the end part where they're at City Hall.
Here's Troutway, but he's not.
Yeah, Al was doing a lot of sideline stuff.
Reporting. Let me see who's on the stage.
Yeah, but
by the way, though,
at the podium is where you're introducing names.
It is a nothing burger.
But also, let's keep it at home. 2009 Yankees, the parade or the ceremony at the end of the parade was hosted by John Sterling and Michael Kay.
Yeah.
So if Michael had also
done
the game for Fox, would he have had to lay out?
Well, I don't know. Again, Michael can answer that. Would he have said, I really can't. I just called the World Series. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I don't think it should not matter.
The parade is not for the nation. The parade is for Dodger Nation.
Yes.
All right? It's in Los Angeles. It's a ceremony at the town hall in Los Angeles. And they wanted the Dodger voice on television to host it.
By the way,
so if you're going to be like, oh, well, they're rubbing it in the Blue Jays' face, well, what are you even paying attention to the parade for? It's nothing to do with you. It's not for you. It's for the Dodger fan.
I literally think Giuliani hosted the parade. He keeps talking between people.
All right, maybe he did.
Is that possible?
He had that back then.
But I guess the question is, guys, should Joe Davis have said no? It's disrespectful to the rest of baseball. He's on the voice nationally.
I want to know now from people. 800-919-3776. That's a real thing. Was that wrong for Joe to do? And would you expect that Mike Breen should say?
It's a good question.
No, I'm all set.
So two
Can't
things.
do it.
One,
because Mike Breen is the voice of the NBA on ABC, ESPN, who has the finals. So this is the same thing. Again, Michael,
exact same thing.
Michael doesn't do the national games, so it's different for Michael.
Right.
it's different for Don, right? Like Don, if the Devils won the Stanley Cup, Don would have every right to be there on the podium. He's not calling the Stanley Cup Finals yet. One day we expect him to.
That's nice.
But for Mike Breen, it is in the realm of possibility this year. And so it would be the same type of situation. So how would people in New York feel? Would you say,
why would
that's
anyone
a bad look?
care? Why would anyone care
well,
about this?
Apparently,
Ariel's a Blue Jays fan.
Right.
So let's start there.
And a Knicks fan.
So yes, exactly. He's a Blue Jays fan and a Knicks fan, and he's hanging on to feeling bitter about the Blue Jays' loss, as most Blue Jays fans should.
That might be, yeah.
Mad Dog, God bless him. Let's be honest. He has a lot to say about every announcer.
I love him. He finds problems wherever he can find them.
And he's a Giant fan, so he probably likes to dig at the Dodgers.
Giant fan, doesn't like the Dodgers. Let's not forget he killed Gary Cohen this summer for the Pete Alonso home run record. He likes to pick on announcers. It's what he does.
Yeah.
But it's a yo-yo. It's a yo-yo take. It's a that guy take. Who gives a damn?
You know, it's so interesting. We do have another opportunity because it could happen to Kenny, right? I mean, if TNT has the Stanley Cup Finals, and the Rangers won the Cup.
Yep.
And Kenny is the television voice of the Rangers. They probably would still have Sam do it because Sam's been around forever. But, 20 years from now, if Sam didn't want to do it, I'm sure Kenny it's a great – I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer.
All we have to know is it good form?
I don't think it's that odd.
Is it good form or bad form if the voice of the national broadcast, who also broadcast the local broadcast of a team that won the championship, is it right for him to host the championship parade, or is it bad form?
But bad form.
I don't think it's bad form because of your affiliation.
Honestly,
it's different if you had no affiliation with the team and you hosted it. That would be bad form.
And also, I would think, and it's strange circumstances. The easy thing would be, well, if you've got a longtime radio announcer, just have them host it, right? But that's why with the Breen stuff, it's interesting because Tyler Murray does an amazing job.
He's really good.
He's also only done it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So I would think the Knick fan would want Mike Breen to host it. He's been the announcer for them for 35 years. The team hasn't won a championship since 1973. I would expect the fans would want Mike Breen to host it. I would not look at him cross-eyed.
I don't like what we're doing right now. We're turning the segment the wrong direction.
That guy?
That guy is you already decided. Ariel and Mad Dog are that guy. There is no discussion on this. Guys, I'm sorry.
I'm right to do that then, Peter.
Yes. What I'm saying is this isn't some sort of guys, we have to get over it. This is not serious hard news. These are sports announcers who called a sports parade. Everyone settle down. This wasn't it was an election, and the person who hosted the debate is then seen hanging out with the politician right after.
Right.
This isn't serious. It's entertainment.
It's a really good point.
The parade is for the Dodger fan, and I would think the Dodger fan would have no problem.
It's a really good point, though.
With Joe Davis doing it, and I don't think a Knick fan would have any problem with Mike Green doing it. Now, I'd have to ask Mike. I'd have to ask Kenny, what they would do. But
yeah, so you have two that guys. They were both
and they're
being
both
that
friends
guy.
of the show.
Yeah, we love both of them, but they were being that guy in this situation.
And
that's a good that guy Thursday.
And Ariel's opinion is fraught because he's a Blue Jay.
Well,
man.
it's just funny though that he was like he was speaking for Mike. Mike Breen would never.
Yeah, what does that mean?
How are you speaking for him? You don't know.
Yeah, how do you know? Don't put him in that spot.
You know how many 17-win seasons that man had to call?
I know.
I'm sorry. There's a whole lot of us, man. That group of us we've been together. I know Mike's been doing it for 30-something years, right? But there's a group of us that have been doing this. This is 14 years now. If this ever does happen,
oh boy,
what we've been through. Hell yeah, we're good. They say, you want to be on a float? Hell yeah, I want to be on a float. Damn.
No, you're a serious journalist.
No.
You don't go on the float. You're an interviewer.
I have to cover this parade.
Yes.
John Q. Public, how do you feel about this parade?
You know what? I was there, and I have it on VHS. I just don't have anything to play it on because who the heck has a VCR anymore? But when the Devils won the Cup in '95, they had the parade in the parking lot.
I remember this. Yes.
Emmerich hosted that, and he called the Cup final for Fox.
Nobody called him out.
No, because you can't call out Mike Breen. If he stabbed somebody to death, you'd be like, the guy probably deserved it.
Yeah,
and I don't see him
he
doing
really
that.
has reached
one of the
that
great
point.
human beings of all time. Nobody.
The Pope
ever
should just saint him now, right? I really do believe that it's.
You want to saint him?
I think he should. Sainted.
What about a knight?
Do you call it? Is it sainted?
Not sure.
No,
I don't know. I said sacker, so I think
sacker.
anything.
Well, he can't
one
be
of the
a
great
sacker.
sackers.
All right, lots of people want to talk about this and more. 800-919-3776. Stay with us. I know it's canonized. I was
kind of joking.
Did he have to be that guy?
Cool,
Did Anthony have to be that guy?
It was
at
in
the
your
end
ear.
of
Now
that
you're just
guy
being that guy.
Thursday.
I know.
Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
These days, at Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
A blown left headlight is making Erica's drive to her son's soccer game darker and darker. So she goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Where a friendly AutoZoner finds her 2 new bulbs.
These lights have the most clarity.
And helps her get back on the road so she can brighten her drive and the cheering section.
All right, all right.
See clearer and drive safer. With new lights, no hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Fight fans, Bud Light and ESPN New York are sending you to UFC at Madison Square Garden. Tap the Bud Light tile on the ESPN New York app and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN Suite. Catching the action alongside ESPN New York's Peter Rosenberg. Listen and enter through the Bud Light tile to score your shot at the ultimate fight night.
Bud Light is proud to be the official beer sponsor of UFC. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, guys, you want a game time? Of course you do. It's brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time. Okay. All right, we should play out the music.
Play out Don's
Just
drop.
to play out, right?
Okay. Let's wrap it up. It's Tully time.
Okay.
It's Tully time.
I like when he holds it. Only one local in action tonight.
That's it.
It's the only
all
thing.
that.
It's the only game in town. Everyone Your homework tonight when the show ends, you get off the YouTube, you get off your radio, you get off the app.
You just get off.
You go, well, you can get off. And you go right to MSG because it's 7 p.m. The Devils, the Canadians, and Don LaGreca from the Prudential Center.
There you go.
There's nothing else to watch tonight. What else is on television?
The telly? There'll be some national
there's some
ESPN.
football. There's of course Thursday Night Football.
Who cares?
There's that.
Football's dead. Season's
And you
over.
pick it or are you going to be
What are we doing?
Yeah, what do we get? What's the number?
I should
It's
have
9.5.
I saw 8.5.
8.5 now. Denver's home.
Not excited about this.
No movement.
I've Denver.
You got Vegas at Denver. Geno Smith against that front line. Right? Remember what was that drop, Jake? Geno Smith. We had him mic'd up one time.
God, you know what'd be fun? You know, I just realized.
My God! Yeah, he had like a rush coming. Oh my God! He just threw the ball down. It's like one of the great tries. You got to find it. They had him mic'd up.
Oh my God! Or I'm seeing ghosts.
Well, I would almost think that I'm seeing ghosts came after the fact. Oh my God! Is in the moment. Have you ever heard it, Don? that was Geno Smith. So I don't know, man.
It makes me want to power rank. You know this? I just thought of this right now.
I think I might want to dance.
It goes beyond a list, but power ranking the teams that I have interest in watching when they have nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Because Vegas and Denver are both low for whatever reason.
You're gonna watch the Devils, aren't you?
Well, I'll throw it on. I got to hear. Hear
that, Donnie? He might throw it on.
I threw you on.
Nice of him.
I threw you on yesterday.
Jeez.
What do you want me to do? I throw it
he's
on.
Got a lot going on. He's
so busy.
He's got a young child. At
he's
home.
such a busy.
By the way, a complete general lack of interest.
Right.
So both of those things really hurt.
He's got 1,800 podcasts he's got to do. Also, never mind all the social media that he's got to post.
By the way, add it up. Add up the math. Right. Hang out with my 9.5-month-old daughter, or watch a game I have no interest in whatsoever. Right. As much as I love Don, I can leave it on in the other room and hear it.
You know what we know what Peter put when they asked, "Do you have a best friend at work?" Strongly disagree, is what Rosenberg said.
That's not true. I didn't. I forget where I landed on that.
You had to put strongly disagree.
No, not strongly disagree.
Best friend?
I didn't strongly disagree.
Strongly.
I'm 100% speaking out of school here, but I don't care.
Do it.
There was a lack of seats at the meeting.
Yes, I noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so me and Alan both noticed.
Michael did grab one of the seats.
Yeah.
Rick DiPietro did not. Did Michael A, ignore Rick, B, offer Rick his seat, or C, ask Rick if he wanted to sit on his lap?
C.
No,
C.
D, none of the above.
No, it's C. I know it. It's C.
It was definitely
you heard
C.
it?
I heard it.
Oh,
Peter, you heard it, right?
No. I just assumed.
Oh, you didn't? I heard
you
it.
Straight assumption.
Rick, would you want to sit on my lap? And I think the only reason Rick didn't is because he had to fight through a few people, and I don't think Rick wanted to be inconsiderate, so he said no. If there was an open
by the way,
lane-
it was a rather tight room we had that meeting in today.
Well, it's a
bit of a snug fit.
I feel like it made us more together.
Is that what you felt?
No. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew, honey.
Try it
during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
Please remind me, Anthony, because I got to leave at 6:30. I think I'm gonna play tonight.
Noted.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Might as well change something up. Nothing's working for any of us.
I've got it because I think the last time I won a 3 was early in the year
on a Thursday.
On a Thursday, so I'm going to try to see if I can.
I see 9.5, Anthony. You see 8.5
on our Cover 5 app.
Damn.
The Cover 5.
Oh, Cover 5.
We have it locked in at 8.5.
Cover 5's the Bible. We have to listen to that.
Yeah.
Listen, we change sports.
I like to get my
pretty
number
frequently
on Tuesday as well.
Tuesday is when I lock it in.
Yes.
I'm kind of feeling I might dabble.
You know what?
You're considering a dabble.
Oh, go for it. Go.
Broncos 3-point
Go.
play.
He does it. Lock it in.
Lock the door. Lock it.
Taking the Broncos. Taking the Broncos.
3.
Just pulled him right into that, didn't I?
Oh, you sure did.
No, I wanted to. I wanted to dance.
And you know what, though? I like it because it makes me want to watch the game while not touching it, just root against Don.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, it'll make it even more fun for you.
3 on the Raiders.
3 on the Raiders.
That's a season-ending swing. When you have a record like I have,
Listen,
and Don, I've been here for a long time.
Listen,
you've never seen me like this. I am usually I'm usually competing to win, or it's just not great. I'm not. I cannot get anything right.
Right. So you almost have to do it, right?
Let me
almost ignorant not to do it.
I know when you're this wrong all the time. I mean, I might as well have Bear pick tonight or this weekend. Maybe it's Bear's picks tomorrow.
Should.
Got a good solid poop from Bear today. We're rolling today.
Solid
at
poop
that age, right? It's a little.
Well, listen, we had
miracle.
a rough several days trying to bounce back from some RIA. And so to get a nice solid one today to start the day, I felt like a coach afterwards in the presser. Hey, get it? We're all just here trying to do the best we can, and you're happy with the results you got today. We move on to the next one.
We're just going to keep building from here.
Keep building from here.
Now, when he had the RIA, did you take him in the bathroom?
So
clean him up?
Keep going. Well, you know what? One day I did have to put him in the bathroom, right near the bath. You know who made that bath?
Who made that bath?
Bath fitter.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep.
Because I also had bath fitter come in, but instead of just fixing the bath, giving us a nice new bath like you did, the unique PermaFit solution, you know what else they could do? They rip the bath out and put in a gorgeous shower. They also do that as well. So my friends at Bath Fitter updated a bath in my house, in Peter's house, and my sister was so jealous. She's like, how do I get this done? She got it done as well. It's very simple. A Bath Fitter consultant will take you through a process with a free in-home consultation. You pick out style, color, all the specifics, accessories, everything to update the bath, customized the way you wanted it. Bath Fitter also offers all types of custom bath renovations. I mentioned the unique PermaFit solution. It gives you a watertight fit. Peter, yours, watertight?
You kidding me? Tighter.
Yeah. Not as watertight as Bear, but still.
Well, still. No money down, no payments, no interest for 18 months right now. So if you want to get it done in your house before the holidays, this is the time. I'm talking no interest until April of 2027. It's done in one day. Durable, easy to clean, no demolition, lower cost than a replacement. And here's the best part, everybody. Lifetime guarantee. That's right. You can trust the Bath Fitter team, just like we all did. Start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter. So many places to go. Today does feel like a buffet. We really have a lot of different sports stuff. I think we've done every sport. Well, we've did the four majors.
Not to mention, how do you not at some point refer to what just went up on my Instagram, my new collaboration with Lids? How do you not talk about the fraudulence on my page right now?
Oh, wow. We need to discuss this.
Yeah. That might be 5 o'clock hour.
This could be I want to almost save this for tomorrow.
This might want to save it for Friday?
Almost want to save it for Fraud Alert Friday. Boy. But coming up, though, we get into a little football, back into the Knicks as well. But on the football side of things, I made a wild suggestion on Monday of a direction the Jets should go in. And everybody looked at me like, you're crazy. That's not going to happen. Nobody in their right mind would suggest something like that. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's talking about it. What is it? You'll find out. Stay with us. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $25 a month. That's right. Lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey 80 westbound, bumper to bumper, heading over to 23 in Wayne. They're picking up a crash by exit 53. Delays go back into Totowa. Devils are home tonight at the Rock in Newark. If you're getting a jump start, solid slowdowns on the Turnpike Eastern and Western spurs southbound, heading over to 280 in Kearney from right after the Vince Lombardi. 280 a bit heavy in both directions, heading over to 21 and the Stickle Drawbridge in Newark. Inbound George, nice and quiet for both the upper and lower decks. Best of it's the outbound side, Henry Hudson, and that's a bit slow. Outbound Lincoln, your winner right now at 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Helena, 45-minute ride. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Listen up, football fans. You ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
5:02 in the big city with Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number. We have been kind of throughout all the sports pages today when it comes to the headlines in the various sports. The Knicks with a win last night at the Garden. They're 5-0 to start the season at Madison Square Garden. Don, you know the last time the Knicks started 5-0 at home in a season?
Do I go there? 93, 94?
No. It's sooner.
How about when they won 54 games?
Yeah, it's the year.
12-13.
12-13. They won the first 10, believe it or not, that season. So off to a good start, but it's been a while. It shows you, though, it's been a while. And establishing home, as any Ranger fan will know, is critical early in the season. Now, they've had a couple of – last week they had struggles. This week, or this starting Sunday, it started to turn. The offense has started to really pop, and it's been really fun to watch. There's been moments with Karl Anthony Towns. There have been moments with Jalen Brunson, with Anunoby, with Bridges. The bench has been scoring upwards of 30 to 40 points in some of these games with Clarkson and McBride and Hart all producing. And for Mike Brown, like it's starting to show. It's not easy when you're a new coach and you come in and you say, I'm going to take a team that went to the conference finals last year and has its core returning, and I'm going to change everything you do. And then it doesn't work right away, and it's 2-3, and you've got some upset players. As a coach, people start looking at you like, you know what, I'm kind of losing confidence in what you're trying to do. So this run of 3 games here, especially against a team like the Timberwolves, who, by the way, got to the Western Conference Finals last year and for back-to-back years have gotten to the conference finals. They have Anthony Edwards. They've got a really good team, and they got a terrific coach. And absolutely boat raced them in the second half. 83 points they scored in the second half of the game last night. That's a pretty significant win. And if you're a head coach, that's your kind of way of looking back, not just at your team, but to an entire market, saying, I told you, you got to give this a minute, but once it pops, it's going to look pretty special.
I know it seems strange to have that kind of overhaul with the coach after going to the conference final, especially since they hadn't been there in 25 years. But I don't think there's any bigger fool's gold in sports than conference finals appearances or championship game appearances. Because hear me out.
Oh.
It sounds like you're close, but you're really only halfway there. In any other walk of life, halfway there is not close. But in sports, it's like, oh, we were in the Final Four, so we're close to a championship. Are you really? Were the Rangers close to a championship after going to the conference finals 2 times in 3 years? Were the Knicks really that close to a championship last year?
Well, they got the
were the Jets that close to a championship when they went to back-to-back championship games? The
I don't like this.
No.
I got to disagree.
Think about it.
Well, no. Halfway there is when you lose in the second round. When you get to the conference final.
Oh, it's halfway there doesn't really make sense because it's excluding the whole season and making the playoffs. So it doesn't exactly
but
make
still,
sense.
You've got to win that series that you didn't win.
I got
And
you.
then you've got to win another series in order to win the championship.
Totally understand.
You are close, but sometimes you are close. Sometimes you're banging on the door. And sometimes the right call is, you know what, we're not as close as we think. Because look, were the Rangers that close? They're already 2 coaches removed from that. Right? When they went to the conference final against Tampa, they still let go of Gallant. Then they went to the conference final, Laviolette, still let him go. Right? The Jets weren't really that close because they still had to win that game they didn't win and then go win the Super Bowl. And they haven't gone to the playoffs since. And now the Knicks, they made a change of coach because I think they realized that, hey, yeah, we had a great run, but is it going to get us where we need to go? So you're flabbergasted by making a change when you're that close, but honestly, you're close, and you're closer than you've ever been in a quarter century. But honestly, were the Knicks that close to winning it all? And the answer is no, they weren't.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sometimes it is a misleading thing. I mean,
I get that. What you're saying, because what you saw, they should have. And look, it's losers lament, but that Pacers series with that game 1, they were winning that game by 15 points with like 3 minutes to go. That game was over.
Yeah.
And they lost the game because they took their foot off the gas just long enough, and the Pacers were smart enough to just keep banging threes, and then they make that incredible shot by Halliburton to force overtime, and the rest is history, right? So we all know that the Knicks were good enough to win that series, but they weren't, and that's, I think, the question is, was it coaching? Was it talent? I don't think it was talent. I think there was something that just wasn't right about them. There was something not calibrated properly about them to win a series like that they should have won. They were good enough to win, but something was up in certain games. You saw it, whether it was Towns, whether it was Brunson being shut down, whether it was nothing off the bench at all, and they couldn't put people in. Robinson and using him as a starter, not as a starter. There were so many little things that happened in that series, a lot of fires to put out, and that made you wonder, this can't be a talent thing. There's got to be something else that's missing.
And you have to give credit to the teams that know how to self-scout instead of just looking at the obvious. No better example than the Giants of 2022. Oh, Dable's Coach of the Year. They went to the playoffs. They won a playoff game. They were in the divisional round of the playoffs. We must be good. No, you weren't good. It was fool's gold, and it's been proven out, right? So it was wrong to give Daniel Jones the contract. It was wrong to think that you were that close because you really weren't. Because you could say we deserved to win if we caught this break, but you didn't win. Because the teams that know how to win find a way to win. In those championship games, the Steelers and the Colts were just better.
Yeah.
So despite the fact that the Jets had an 11-point lead at the half and had a chance at the end of the game against the Steelers, they didn't win for a reason because the better team knew how to win. Right? The Florida Panthers almost got beat by Toronto last year, Alan. They were down 2 games. They had to win in overtime in Game 3, but because they're so darn good, they were able to overcome that. And Toronto wasn't good enough to be able to finish the job. The same thing with the Rangers, up 2-0 against Tampa, a 2-goal lead in Game 3. Jacob Trouba commits a penalty to give up a power play goal, and Tampa never lost another game the rest of the series. Why? Because Tampa was championship caliber and the Rangers weren't. So you could look in your mirror and say, we were close.
Well, yeah, by the way,
were you really that close?
And of course, I hate to say it about my team from last year. Well, they're sitting right there.
You're right there.
Championship game.
Yep.
For half a game, and then all of a sudden you get run out, and then
but
you look
felt
up.
Like, okay, we're right there. We're on the doorstep.
Now, I think what it can mean, though, Don, depending on the team, the Giants Well, the Giants didn't go to championship game. Doesn't matter. They got trucked in the divisional. But what I think it can mean if you make a conference final or a championship game, it can mean that you're close enough that if you make the right moves, you're there.
Right. And what did Don say?
And we'll find out with the Knicks, too. If you make the right moves, you're there.
The hardest thing to do after a run that feels successful but doesn't end in a championship is to self-scout. I love that phrase, Don.
That's good work by you.
Because you end the season, and instead of now feeling satisfied with, hey, we're on our way, we like it, let's not mess with it, let's leave it the way it is and just run it back next year, and we'll do it right this time, is you can make the mistake of falling in love with pieces that you have on the team that really aren't. Like, you can upgrade. You can make tweaks that make you better, and the Knicks knew they had to get a better bench. That they knew.
Right.
And then on top of it, the question marks about Thibs from a lot of people that were lingering, especially late last year, but definitely into the playoffs. It was no longer just fans. It was in the locker room. And I have heard this, and I want to make this clear, because as you all know, when I fought for Thibs, and when he lost his job, I did not like it. I was concerned about it. I felt he deserved to stay as coach. But I had heard something over the last week that puts an end to it for me. And it is that he could not have returned. The locker room, like those who thought, well, like at 2-3 when the team was struggling and Mike Brown was trying to change so many things, there were some people that thought, well, if Thibs was here, they'd just play the same way as they did last year, and they would have been winning those games. They could be 5-0 right now and all that stuff. And someone I talked to said, that's not true. That there are guys that do still love Thibs, that still were a little shocked by him getting fired, but also acknowledge, it kind of run its course. And in the room, the players, and I said this, when everybody was trying to blame and who did it? Was it Dolan who did it? Was it this? No, I said the blame lies in the locker room. And that person confirmed to me, you are correct.
So there was enough people, regardless of how many it was. There were enough.
Everybody just kind of knew like it had run its course.
This was the max we had.
It was no longer a collaboration.
Get here and compete, but not.
This had to find a new voice, and Mike Brown has the hard part of first dealing with a group that's hearing a new voice. Like, you know how it is. Look at this show. Great example.
Go ahead.
For the first how many months, if not still, there's a lot of people who are used to this time slot who hear me and go, "That's not Michael. This ain't Michael. It's not the same.
They go,
the show sucks because Michael's not here."
Right.
Because for 20 years, Michael was here and Don was next to him. And then 10 years ago, Peter came in. And that's something you're just used to. Whether you felt like the show was falling off or not, you still were used to it. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm using the Knicks as an example.
Oh, got it.
But you still were just used to it. And it was comfortable. And so it's an adjustment. But over time, eventually, I hope, people will just kind of be like, all right, now I'm kind of used to this new voice that's in with those guys.
Sure.
And they'll no longer keep referencing the fact that Michael's not here.
And I'm sort of like the Karl Anthony Towns. Like, I'm here, but I'm sickened by it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Allen every day going, shaking my head. And when you say, well, how do you feel? I get a weird sort of cough. You can't really hear me.
And don't
talk
cough
quiet.
on me.
Yeah.
Like, you're too close to me. Don't cough on me.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm fine.
But
it'll come around.
Does that make sense, though? And that's sort of where they're at right now.
Now, imagine the pressure you'd be under, Alan, with your analogy, if the reason the move was made was because we thought it would make the show better. Like, the move was made because, Michael wanted to move to a different time slot. So
that was like Pat Riley leaving.
Right. Like, the Brown,
right.
Now you're supposed to take him to the next level. So he's feeling the pressure. And now, as the information comes out that this is what the players wanted, they'll feel the pressure. All right, now do it.
Yeah.
Now you got to go. Now you got to be able to go farther. And if you don't, you're going to hear it. I understand the risks involved when you have a successful run that you want to keep it as is. And that's the safe thing to do. But if you don't think, because there's a reason why they call it a run. A run usually is a flash. It's something that's very temporary. When it's, say, a run, that you've got to determine, is this a run or is this something that's sustainable? And if you don't think it's sustainable, then you've got to have the guts to be able to make that move. And the Knicks did.
Yeah, and then now is like, again, you're going through the getting to know each other part. There was the awkward, like, holding each other accountable. But, again, it's starting to show, and this week, I'm telling you guys, I was courtside for 3 games Got to sit next to the great one, Mike Breen. Last night with Tyler Murray, who's a future great one. He's really good. And I'm telling you, I was watching a team and watching body language and eye contact and accountability moments too, by the way, in the game, especially early on, where they're yelling at each other. And I'm going, this is starting to hit. Like, this looks like it's starting to head in the right direction. So that's the good news, because all we've been talking about here in New York is all the issues with our teams and frustration with our teams. There's a goal.
There it is.
They're getting horny.
And the biscuit in the basket. Devils score.
Put a pitchfork in this one. Now at least we get to talk about a team that has a great chance to do a lot of winning. In the meantime, if we can make a transition.
Well, go ahead.
Little Batman transition.
Well done.
Let's talk some football here real quick, because everybody thought I was crazy. Even Greeny thought I was crazy. And then after we were done talking with Greeny on Monday, he texted me and actually said, "I kind of like I like what you're thinking."
Mm-hmm.
And it had to do with this conversation. It won't click for me.
No.
If I showed you my phone, all of the Jets little group text chats that I'm on, all my Jet fan friends, including Alan Hahn on the radio in New York.
Wait, that worked?
Which one did you want?
No, I'm trying to play it. That was it.
If I showed you my phone, all of the Jets little group text chats that I'm on, all my Jet fan friends, including Alan Hahn on the radio in New York, said to me the other day, the quarterback they want is Joe Burrow. These delusional Jet fan friends of mine believe that with all these picks, they're going to pry Joe Burrow out of a situation in Cincinnati. And I keep telling them that is ludicrous. I feel like I owe it to them to at least bring it up at the table.
To look for hope. Well, here's what I would say to you right now. We have the New York Jets sitting here with 5 first-round draft picks the next 2 years, with the capability of doing whatever they want at the quarterback position. We have maybe an extra quarterback in San Francisco. You're raising a question about Joe Burrow. There's questions in Arizona. We still are waiting for Trevor Lawrence to prove himself. This is a league that always has quarterback questions. This now, as much as ever, feels like an arms race, with teams positioning themselves to make big moves for quarterbacks, whoever they are, whenever they are.
How do we feel about that?
Well, it just
Greeny
tells
shouting
you-
us out, bring the conversation to the air nationally.
And shouted you out.
Well, I don't.
It was on the show.
I don't think we ever. I can't speak for Peter. I don't think we thought you were that crazy to throw him out there.
I think it's pretty crazy.
I don't think
there's no
here's why
chance
it's
it's
not
happening.
crazy.
There's absolutely no chance.
Everybody said that. Like, no way.
Wait a minute. You're probably right. I would probably bet on the side. I think Alan would bet on the side of it not happening.
Probably, yeah.
But think of the phrase that Greeny used: "Pry from Cincinnati." Why does that not sound hard? Prying something from Cincinnati.
Like, you got to do
one of the
this.
cheapest teams in the NFL.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
A team that is underachieved in the last few years. All right?
Okay.
That you don't think there's a scenario where he may say, I don't think it's going to happen here. And Cincinnati goes, I don't think it's going to happen with this guy. He gets hurt. We pinch pennies whenever we can. And they're offering us 5 first-round picks. We've got a chance to reset. When we're not even dancing with Baltimore in our own division, and they lost their starting quarterback too, right? Can we get to Kansas City? Can we get to Buffalo? I mean, I'd bet on the side of it not happening, but it's not. It's not 0. It's not 10%.
Not when you have all
under
those
50,
assets.
but it's a lot closer to 50 than it is to 0.
Well, and
no?
I thought, to me, the Shefty reaction is what got my attention.
Because he'd shut it down if he thought there was no shot.
We know Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter, if it was like, you're out of your mind, he would say it right out of the gate, like, Greeny, let it go. There's no chance. But what he's telling you is, everybody's kind of setting up to make major moves, the arms race thing, and if you're Cincinnati and you're seeing your offense look pretty much, right, 350, 400 yards with a 41-year-old Joe Flacco.
Yeah, a guy who looked like he couldn't play a few times.
I'm paying this guy $200 million, and that guy is doing the same thing? Like, why am I paying this guy $200 million?
Well, and this guy gets hurt.
And he's not happy. Like, what the Jets need. Now, look, if you're making moves like this, what the Jets did, and getting draft picks, you're getting assets, the only way you get me to lean forward in my chair is if you try to be aggressive like this. That you say, we got these assets, not so we could draft some kid that no one thinks is any good, number one. No. We're getting these assets because we're getting for a bona fide, I know what we've got star. Because that's what we need here. This thing can't get turned over with a 22-year-old who's played 1 year of college football. It ain't happening like that.
Right.
We got to do it with a guy who walks in here and changes the culture. Just being here. Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be that. That was one attempt at it. It looked great. The honeymoon was amazing. But then the Achilles popped on wedding night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is not what you want.
Or I should say after the wedding. After the wedding. When they came home from the honeymoon. Right. That's when he popped the Achilles.
Got it.
So, but I say you got to be all in aggressive, and I would be public about it. But you go to the agent and find out, like, hey, if he wants out of there, we're willing to do this and put him in a major market like New York and make him a megastar.
Right.
And we're going to build all this stuff around him. Look what they did in Detroit. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get him receivers. We already have Garrett Wilson. Whatever it takes. We'll do whatever it takes. And you know there's no price too high. And if the agent goes to Burrow and says, if you want to get out of there like Carson Palmer told you to, here's your chance. And maybe you make it happen. And maybe Cincinnati listens. You never know.
You never know. Well, first of all, 5 first-round picks, everyone's going to take the call. All right, they may not ultimately do it. Like the Kansas City probably doesn't take the call. Philly doesn't take the call. Buffalo doesn't take the call. But you just heard Trevor Lawrence. Does Jacksonville take the call? Damn right they do. They're paying him a ton of money. They haven't done a thing with him. And 5 first-round picks, they're taking that call.
Now,
I think Cincinnati's taking the call.
Flip it, Don. Is 5 suicidal for a franchise?
Well, it's not suicidal when 5 minutes ago you didn't have 3 of the 5.
And you still have a million holes to fill.
But the one hole is a gaping hole, and that's a
gaping hole. There's no way to win.
I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is worth that. You know, I don't know if Joe Burrow is, because we're looking at it. Hey, maybe the Jets are like, I don't know, am I giving up all this draft capital for a guy that's just going to get hurt in week 4?
Yeah.
You know, but you heard the other thing that Schefter said, they could do whatever they want.
Right.
Which means that gets you in that gets you through the velvet rope. That gets you into any conversation you want to have about pretty much any quarterback in the NFL outside of the 3 cities that I mentioned. And even Buffalo at the end of this year, you know, if they get another disappointing, ouster early, they might even take the call. I think you put yourself in an excellent position where you can never say never. And to a guy that's been banged up and he's in Cincinnati, again, I'm probably betting on it not happening, but you can't tell me 0. You can't tell me 10%. It's probably somewhere below 40, but still worth a conversation.
What's the most firsts given up?
Oh, boy, that's a good question. How many first-round picks did the Vikings give up for Herschel Walker? And that was like one of the biggest trades.
But was that firsts? They were all firsts, though?
Well, there was a lot of players
there's
involved
so many.
in that, too.
Yeah, I don't think those were first. That's
I don't remember.
I have not seen you have something? Because I've been trying to search it since we started the segment. And it's firsts, not just overall picks. Because the Ricky Williams trade was just all it was the picks.
To the Cowboys. Hold on, to Don's point, the Cowboys and the Walker trade.
Yeah.
They got a linebacker, another linebacker. They got a corner. They got a D-end. They got 3 firsts from Minnesota.
All right, 3 is a lot.
3 seconds from Minnesota.
All right.
A 6th and a 3rd.
Oh, the 3rd is more valuable. Okay, so that's
then they sent
3
back,
firsts, 3 seconds, and a 3rd.
And then plus 4 players. And the Vikings got Herschel Walker, Dallas's 3rd-round pick in 90, San Diego's 5th-round pick in 90, a 10th-round pick in 90, and a 3rd-round pick in 91.
Because remember, it's 3 first rounds and 3 second rounds. That's close to the 5 first-round picks because, again, some of these 5 first-round picks are going to be very late in the first round.
Remember, they also – how many seconds do they have, though? Didn't they also – they've got – right? They have 5 firsts and 2 seconds, right?
Let's see.
So you don't have to give up all 5 firsts if you don't have to. But I'm saying is it sounded insane to say Joe Burrow and the Jets should go after Joe Burrow, and everybody's like, there's no chance. But when Adam Schefter says, no, there's an arms race going on in the NFL and teams are they're gearing up for the next one to shake free, he's telling you that this is a real thing happening in the league, and all it will take is Joe Burrow or his agent to say, I don't like what's going on here, or the Bengals to say, why are we paying this guy a lot of money? He never seems to be available.
And then Burrow wanted to be okay with it too.
See, that to me is more of a stumbling block than Cincinnati not wanting to do it.
Because both
Burrow saying I don't want to go.
Because let's be real, guys. Both teams stink and have a pretty bad history. Except one team occasionally pops up in Super Bowls and also has a much lower spotlight on you. And for as much as Joe Burrow is Joe Cool, guys, remember I told you I saw him at Fanatics Fest? Mm-hmm. He's also like socially a bit weird and avoidant. I don't know how much he's shining in New York.
All right, but
I don't think.
You ever see him though when he goes to games? He's got the furs on. He's got the whole look going.
Hard, bro.
Yeah, but how much more do you hear him talk? Like he doesn't talk that much though.
That's all right.
No, but like in New York, you get forced to talk.
Let me ask you this. I mean, not that Goff is Joe Burrow because Goff didn't play in a Super Bowl to that point, but
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Sorry, he did. I take it back. He did. You think Detroit was attractive?
More than
Well,
he didn't have
first of all, it's Detroit. No offense,
but he didn't have a choice. Right? They traded him.
Right, but no. Well, this would happen here. But like, you go to Detroit. He actually went through a 1-win season.
Yeah.
Remember that
they were
that video that went viral where it's like hot supermodel girlfriend was like dancing on the.
I'll never forget it as long as I live.
And the next thing you know, they're a team that's banging on the door for a Super Bowl. So like Detroit wasn't attractive either.
You don't remember it?
I don't.
You don't remember that?
It's
do yourself a favor.
Are they married now? They might be married now.
They
It's
could
amazing.
have kids. I have no idea.
They're married. Yeah, it's amazing. But by the way, Jared Goff is not Joe Burrow. Like Joe Burrow will command more respect from his team and treatment than Goff would.
Understood, but if they went to a Super Bowl, I get you're right. Goff's not Burrow, but Detroit is kind of like the Jets at the time they made the deal. So again, I don't know. I just think that do I really want to go to New York, where if I fail, it's like 100 times worse, and they don't. There's bad juju there, But
you want to search like Goff's girlfriend celebrates win. Type that.
It's gonna be the first thing that comes.
Goff's girlfriend celebrate. No, right now. Oh no, we got to go to break. Sorry.
Oh, no,
we got
you guys do.
He said we got to go to break.
Yeah, you handle that for me. We got Damien Woody coming up.
There we go.
Internet works in the break.
So that's.
Internet works in the break. I like that.
All right, we'll do that. Well, Alan's going to find the video.
This is so frustrating.
Let me come over and help Dad. I'm going to help Gramps find the video, and on the other side, we'll talk to Damien Woody. All right?
I'm hitting the button.
I got you. We'll be right back.
What is this over here?
Hey! My dad is bringing home the best birthday cake ever!
It was my 5th birthday, and my dad was bringing home the cake.
Should have been here a half hour ago.
The cake never made it, and neither did my dad.
911, what's your emergency?
That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad.
Daddy?
Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Murray to the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Rough ride on the LIE eastbound heading into Nassau County. We've got a crash right after Glen Covert in the right lane. Police and ambulance on the scene. Add that to the volume. You're backed up from the BQE in Queens. Solid ride on the West Side Highway northbound heading over to the outbound George. Adding to the delays, a broken down car in the right lane by 96. You're backed up into the 60s. Inbound George just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln going to earn you about 30 to 40 using 9th. We had an earlier stall in the tube. Better using 11th. That's about a 20 to 30-minute wait. Outbound Helena, 45-minute ride. Some pockets of company at the Tappan Zee Bridge heading into Rockland County from the Westchester side. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Oh, is this because of the Kristen Harper video that we were watching? Because it fits.
Well, no, because it's shake your.
Yeah, but you remember the video?
I remember the video.
It's a bikini video.
Yeah.
It is a classic bikini video. So
all I got to say is
we found it.
Is respectfully.
Yeah.
God bless.
The fact is, Goff won before kickoff.
Goff bless.
God bless. Hey, everybody! Now it's time for the Damien Woody report.
There you go.
And it's brought to you by Bet365. D Wood, what's happening, man?
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Good. We were just doing some Google searches on some very interesting videos. But we were also discussing something that I don't know if you saw it on Get Up, or if you even were on the panel.
Oh, I heard about it.
Oh
Trust
boy.
me. I heard about it through multiple people. Alan Hahn. So let's just go ahead and get it out there.
Let's go.
Let's just get the Joe Burrow.
Let's
get the Joe Burrow thing out there.
I got 5 picks. They're jingling in my pocket. It's burning a hole. I need a quarterback. I don't want to go to a first-round pick or a number 1 pick and a kid who's I got to wait for him to develop. I hope I hit on him. I want a guarantee. I want to go and give you an offer you can't refuse. I have assets that as a franchise you might need. And I have a market that if for a player, you might be like, I think I could be a big star there, and I need to get away from this place. So tell me why the Jets shouldn't at least do everything they can to flirt, to try to catch the eye, to try to convince Cincinnati to pick up the phone and try to bring Joe Burrow, the next Joe Cool, to New York.
I will say this. You know, when it first came up, I had a lot of people tell me, what is Alan Hahn smoking? Is he on crack? You know, but then, you know, I was like,
right to crack.
This is what it could come down to. It has to come down to Joe Burrow himself.
Correct.
If Joe Burrow himself says, you know what, Bengals, I'm done. I need to. It's time for us to part ways. I need to move on. Guess what will happen? He will be traded. Okay, we saw it with Carson Palmer. Hell, Carson Palmer retired because he got tired of playing for the Bengals.
And Carson Palmer told Joe Burrow, "Get the hell out of there." Mm-hmm. He told him that.
Yes, he did. He did tell him that, and ultimately he was traded. And in today's age, when these players hold this much power and juice, if Joe Burrow says, you know what, I just can't do it anymore, he can force his way out of Cincinnati. Now the question is, will he want to come to the Jets organization?
Well,
that's the big question.
Well,
would he want? But you know what? Here's the thing that I would tell not only Joe Burrow, but any person out there. This market is not for everyone.
Mm-mm.
But if you have the balls to come to New York and you turn this thing around, you are a made man. There is nothing, nothing like New York.
And what if you don't?
There's nothing like New York.
And there's nothing like it if you don't.
But
either.
what if you do? If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
You know how many people we are on that list who have heard about that? How wonderful it is.
All I heard, Donnie, is Damien Woody did not say no.
And
he did not say no.
No, and I think why not aim for the sky? Now, there's other alternatives. You hear about Trevor Lawrence. I'm sure Jacksonville might be tempted.
No, hell no.
You don't think
no.
You wouldn't want him, you saying?
No. Like, Trevor Lawrence he hasn't shown me anything in Jacksonville. Could you imagine Trevor Lawrence in New York? Oh, heck no. Like, no.
Well, I mean, but you also don't have to give up 5 first-round picks. What if it only took 1?
Man, I just, you know what, Don? Like, I understand the thinking and the logic, but I also look at some of these guys, like the DNA and some of these guys, they're not made for it.
Wow.
They're not made for this market. They're better off in these irrelevant markets and just trying to figure it out there.
Do you feel me though, D-Wood, when I say like this? If you're gonna do something dramatic like this, if you're the Jets and you just suddenly collected 3 first-round picks and now all of a sudden you have 5 to work with in a 2-year span in a couple of seconds as well. Like that's a haul. Like you have now real money, and you have a chance to do something with that money. And everybody's assuming, well, if they lose out, they'll have the number 1 pick, and they could take, a Mendoza, or they could try to like convince another quarterback to come out. Whatever it is, you could get yourself a quarterback in the draft. And I'm like, no, you know why? Because we have done this dance already over and over again, and you're asking us to wait for this young quarterback to develop, and you're hoping he hits in a big market like New York where all the pressure is, where I feel like when you have this kind of currency, why don't you go get a dude who already is established and can help turn your franchise around like that?
Well, here's another thing that you have to think about. Here's another aspect to this. Okay, you get all this currency. We know the owner, Woody Johnson, is not the most patient of people as an owner. If you go the rookie route, you're probably going to have to, it's going to be another couple years at least before we start to know if this thing is truly turned around. So if you're Aaron Glenn, if you think about it, you're Aaron Glenn, do you trust that Woody Johnson will be patient enough to see the whole process through?
No.
See, that's the thing you got to also think about. Like, if you can get a veteran, if you can get a dog like Joe Burrow, that the quarterback position is locked down, you know what you got, he's one of the best in the league, then that accelerates the whole process tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have to worry about, now we know that Joe Burrow he's had his injury history. We know that. But there's no denying that Joe Burrow is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the game.
Agreed.
No question about that.
All right, so they might be able to figure out the quarterback with the draft currency they acquired. Do they have the coach?
That's an incomplete. We don't know. Like, listen, I'm a fan of Aaron Glenn. I think Aaron Glenn has been schooled around some great people. I think his whole demeanor has been, you know what, I need to install this culture because this whole organization needs a culture shock. It just needs a shock to the whole system. I think that's part of the reason why they traded away Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams. They're great players, but we didn't win with them. This whole organization needs a wake-up call. And so we're not going to find out exactly what we have in Aaron Glenn until next year, maybe 2 seasons from now, because this is a complete gut job. Make no mistake about it.
I know, regardless of what Muji said this week. But
yeah.
Now, how do you feel about the theory that I came up with this week, Woody, which is that if you're a Giant fan, I believe I'm fine with the team losing out as long as the quarterback plays good because I'm ready to move on from Dable. But if I'm a Jet fan, unless you're in love with one quarterback, I'm rooting for this team to win the second half of the season and see that they want to play for this coach. What do you think about that?
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I've always said when it comes to the Giants, this season it was about the quarterback. I think from the early samplings that we have of Jackson Dart, they got a guy. They got a guy that can do some things that can lead the organization moving forward. And then they got to figure out the the coach situation, which we'll know more in the next 9 to 10 games, whatever it is. I think as far as the Jets concerned, I think you want to see, if you're Aaron Glenn, I'm taking account, okay, who's still playing for me and who's not. Because I need to know who I'm going to be carrying with me beyond this year. And that's, to me, is what the remaining games is going to be about. Who am I going to ride with? Who am I going to ride with as far as these players that's been accustomed to losing around here? That's what I'll need to see if I'm Aaron Glenn.
Right, because you want to know if you got a coach. The only way to find that out is if you win games. And if you really want to change the culture, you got to win. Now, it's going to be hard when you trade 2 of your best players, but you got to change the culture. You got to start winning games, especially, the way they won before the bye. And then you make the big deal and you beat Cleveland, which is certainly on the table. You got to start winning games, man.
You have to start winning games, and I've had many coaches tell me this, and I believe it to a T. Before you can really learn to win, you got to learn how not to lose.
Right.
And I think that's what the Jets have got to learn right now. That's what Aaron Glenn got to keep pounding in their head. Guys, we have to learn how not to lose. Stupid penalties, turnovers, things that when people say the Jets are just being the same old Jets, we got to eliminate all that type of stuff before we start truly winning football games.
How can you tell me? Because I'm dying this year, as you can imagine, as a Commanders fan. How do teams get like Buffalo and Kansas City and Philadelphia, where with the amount of injuries in this league, they manage to be this consistent? D, it seems impossible. How do teams get that way?
Well, listen, a lot of it has to do with the organizations themselves. Number one, you have to. Those organizations you speak of have great ownership. They have tremendous front office. Coaches are top-notch coaches. And then the organizations that you spoke of, they have dudes at quarterback. They got guys that basically lifts up players around them. When you have all of those things working in your favor, that's how they're able to have sustainable success.
Yeah, it just blows my mind this year when you see your team get like destroyed by injury and you see the team fall apart.
Well, it's just the one piece you can't lose.
But the thing is,
that's what it is. Because if the Chiefs lost Mahomes,
true, that is true.
They're not making the playoffs, right?
That
if
is
the Bills lost Josh Allen,
no, the teams we're talking about all have their quarterback.
There might be one play, like if you think about it, right? Because Lamar Jackson has been out. Look at the Ravens. Like it just feels like the one position you can't lose. Everywhere else, if you lose pieces, you can survive if you have that force multiplier at the quarterback position that, as I think, as D Wood said, just raises everybody else.
That's a great point.
Have you had a chance to get to the island and watch a hockey game? Because that kid is special, D Wood.
I have not, but it is on my to-do list. I will definitely be going because I've heard the same thing. Like this Schaefer kid he's the real deal. So I'm looking forward to getting out to UBS.
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't even have to go that far. This very Monday, the Islanders are going to be at the Rock. Come say hello to me. Maybe we'll break bread.
They are?
Don, there we go.
There you go, right?
Don's getting you tickets, D Wood. Look at that.
There we go. Can I come into the booth, Don?
I'll put you on the air.
How about that?
Oh,
how about
on
that?
The air. You know what? I'm free Monday.
There we go.
No, Alan, get your grubby hands off of the situation.
Wait, Alan, how about a little remote from the Rock?
Whoa.
I don't hate this.
Yeah. And Damien, would you swing by? Come on the air. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely.
All right.
I say we do it.
All right. We'll work on this off the air.
Working it out.
Yes. Sure, I got to be here, guys. Right. I got to be here.
True.
Peter's
right?
mad now.
You've got to go farther than anybody. You're out on Long Island, but
but if I have to catch this team and I haven't had a chance to catch them yet. This is
and
perfect.
Peter, just hop on a train, man. New York Penn Station to Newark Penn Station. Bang.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah, you know me, Alan. We might maybe between us finishing up the show and puck drop, grab a little dinosaur wing, a little snacky snack. Come on over there like you dream about.
I think we can sit with D Wood, have a meal.
Come on, like gentlemen.
And watch some hockey. I love it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
D Wood, always good, man. Thanks so much. We're going to work out Monday.
Yeah, we're going to work it out.
All right,
Appreciate
sounds
you.
good.
All right, the Damien Woody report. And he said I wasn't crazy. He said I wasn't wrong.
No, this is starting to build, man.
And there's a chance.
This has got a far feel to it, doesn't it?
I like it. Damien Woody reports brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Calls 800-919-3776. Those are next, so line them up. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Bet3.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments, with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomans.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You guys know what time it is, right?
Tully time?
It's game time.
Ah.
And it's brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time, boys.
It's Tully time. It's Tully time.
There's only one game on tonight, locally.
That's it.
There's only one thing for you to watch tonight. It's your homework, all of you, that when you are done consuming this show, consume Don LaGreca and the Devils on MSG. They're at the Rock. That's the Prudential to you and me. And they're taking
I know it well.
The Montreal Canadiens at 7 p.m. That's the puck drop, little 7:05 puck drop.
7:08.
7:08.
We got an extra anthem.
Look at you. You got 8 minutes to go from our show to MSG.
Sure.
And watch the game. 8 minutes. You know, you got to use the facilities, get yourself a drink.
You got enough. That's all you have enough time for.
That's all you got time for. But that's it. That's all you got tonight. No excuses. Listen to Don LaGreca on the call. Devils Canadiens, MSG, 7 o'clock. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. 8 minutes to pour a Tullamore Dew.
Now, who are the Devils playing there, Alan?
Sorry?
Who are the Devils playing?
I said the Canadiens.
Right, so you know what that means.
Nancy's in the house.
With children.
Now are the
family
kids,
is here today.
Are the kids Devils fans? Or Marco, because I know Jalen's checked out.
Blue, Blanc, and Rouge.
Marco still needs to be won over. Maybe tonight will be the night.
Does he not have a hockey rooting interest?
Whoa. Why does he still need to be won over?
Because
Dad's the voice of the team.
I think he is. It's just that he's still in that age.
He plays
he's
it
getting
cool.
close. He's less than a month away from being 8. He's going to have to declare on all these teams.
Can we have him on the show? Can we have like an official? You know, like when a student you declare your school.
Yeah,
you pick the hat up, put the hat on.
Wow, I
Can
like
we put
that.
3 hats in front of him?
The hats.
How about this?
How
about this? Because it was a while ago that we did the Fraud Alert Friday Open.
What is fraud?
He's going to be home tomorrow because he's got no school. We're going to. How about we get him in live to do a live fraud to see if he sounds any better.
I like it.
We'll get him, and let's get him to declare.
You wanted to get him to declare tomorrow?
Yeah, to declare hockey, baseball.
Wait, when's 8?
When's the birthday?
December 5th.
I think, is December 5th a weekday? Because I think it'd be really fun to put him on video. It doesn't have to be live, and have him choose a hat. It's a Monday.
Oh, and I got a game. I'll be at the Rock, and I'm going to try to get him there for his birthday. But let's do this. What if kind of like when a high school kid declares what college he's going to?
Picks his school. And then you could be the mom. Remember the mom that got up and stormed out because he picked the wrong school? He picked the school he wanted to go to?
Listen, we can lay all the hats out, right?
I think it'd be great.
Mets, Yankees, Jets, Giants, Eagles. Because, again, the Eagles, there's going to be a sway there. His best friend Bodie's an Eagle fan.
But do you even need to bother? Well, why bother with the Jets?
We got to have a
He's
talk
not considering Jets.
We got to have a talk with Bodie. Hey, listen, Bodie, take a walk.
Talk to me, Bodie.
All right?
But he's got to be a Devil fan, no? I mean,
that's what I mean.
His favorite color is orange, so he does throw flyers out there every once in a while.
That means
just
he likes
move to Philly then. I mean, he's Eagles, he's Flyers. We got a problem.
Don't do this.
Well, again, he's got to declare. He's got a month.
I think we should do this. Again, I don't think we may do it live. I don't want to put the kid under any pressure. Take video of him choosing this hat, and I wouldn't even do it if I were you. I would let Nancy do it because he'd probably feel a way if you were staring at him with those. You know, you have a very aggressive stare sometimes.
Borderline scary,
right? Doesn't he?
Right.
Sometimes when he stares at you,
intimidating.
you just feel like, geez, man,
he's looking into my soul.
Right. So have Nancy do it, video it, so you don't even know the result, and then we play it on the air. Can we do that on the YouTube? Are we able to play video on the YouTube? Anthony is saying yes.
He thinks we are. Okay.
All right. This would be fun. I love it.
Thanks.
Talk to some people.
Yeah, 800-919-3776. Marco is in Charlotte, not Marco of Don LaGreca fame, but Marco in Charlotte. Hey, Marco.
Hey, crew. I wish I was Don LaGreca's son, to be honest.
Wow.
That would be nice.
Okay.
But anyway, Alan, I agree with you in a certain sense. I listen to everything that you say with Woody, and I agree with you. I think Joe Burrow will be super fun. But I have one rebuttal to you.
Good.
Aaron Rodgers is all the things that you say with him is exactly the same thing that we say before we traded for Aaron Rodgers.
Right, but Rodgers was 40.
And what happened?
But Rodgers was 40.
Yeah, but Burrow is always injured.
Well, because he has a bad offensive line. The Jet offensive line is actually pretty good. He's had bad lines. He's had bad. Marco, I know it's hard. We're all going through it. We're afraid to love again. We're afraid to trust. I totally understand it. But this is in his prime megastar. That if you could do it, I think you got to see what's the cost, because we got plenty of money. Like, all it is money. What's the cost? You got to see if you can get him at least to answer the phone. Joe in the Bronx. Joe.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking a call. So the only issue I have is you're bringing an injury-prone quarterback to the MetLife turf. And you know that's an accident waiting to happen.
Said the same thing. Agree.
How many quarterbacks were the ones that got hurt on the turf? And don't say Rodgers, because somebody fell on him.
No, but listen, it happens, right? I mean, so you can't. But you're going to find any excuse. Well, this becomes the conversation from yesterday. Well, it's the Jets. Anybody that gets going to get screwed up, right? Favre injured his shoulder. everybody ends up finding a way to get hurt. Joe Namath had bad knees. So everything. So don't try to do anything, because anybody they get, it's just going to end up failing.
That was the next thing I was going to say. So then do nothing, because anyone you get could get hurt.
Anybody you draft's going to be a bust. Anybody you go out and get's going to get hurt. So, listen, is Joe Burrow injury prone, or was he in a really bad offensive line and got hurt? I don't know what to tell you, man.
I'm sorry.
You got to do it.
The guy's that good. By the way, here's how injury prone he is. His first season, he only played 10 games. 16 games, 16 games. Then he had another season where he only played 10 games. Then 17 games last year. Now this year, yes. So what are we talking about? 12? Is it 12 games total in 6 years?
Yeah.
Up until this season. Now this season again, I get this season, but it's not like every year he's hurt. He's had more seasons that he's played the whole year. So
Listen, Rodgers was old. Favre was old.
Exactly.
This is not age.
No, my God, he's in his prime. Like the apprehension I understand, because we're all afraid to trust and we're all afraid to love, and I get it. He's 28 years old. He'll be 29 in December. This would be the time to do it if there was ever a time.
Well, I'll tell you what it's the time for.
What is it the time for?
ENN. But first, fight fans, Bud Light and ESPN New York are sending you to UFC at Madison Square Garden. Tap the Bud Light tile on the ESPN New York app and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN suite. Catching the action alongside me, Peter Rosenberg. You can do it all through November 7th. That's how long you can register, that is. Listen and enter through the Bud Light tile to score your shot at the ultimate fight night. Bud Light's the official beer of UFC, so make your move now on the ESPN New York app. 21 and over, no purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Rules on the ESPN New York app. Please enjoy Bud Light responsibly. And we're back with ENN right after this.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. We're going to start off in Jersey. Devils are home at the Rock in Newark. Packed on 280 eastbound, heading over to 21 in the Stickle Drawbridge. You're hitting the brakes there from before the Garden State Parkway. Westbound side, not too bad getting into the area. Inbound George, about 15 to 24, the upper deck. Lower level, a great ride. Heading over to the outbound George, best of it right now. Henry Hudson, West Side Highway northbound. They picked up that broken down car by West 96. Some pockets of delays there. Go back into the 50s. Outbound Lincoln already about 15 to 20. Outbound Holland close to a half hour. No relief on the LIE eastbound in Nassau County right after Glen Cove Road. Crash in the right lane with police on the scene. Add that to the volume of your jam from the BQE in Queens. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $25 a month. That's right. Lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424
2424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting.
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Peter Rosenberg!
Oh, bareback in the intro like you dream about. Like it's supposed to be. All right, guys. Welcome to ENN.
No.
Whoopie-doo! You ever watch YouTube?
Ray-Ro. Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
We'll figure it out.
It took a minute.
It took a little time. Let me start off by saying good evening to Alan. And to Don. It's Don Sandler. Good evening to myself.
See, out of context, right? That's totally different than when we were talking about Y.A. Tittle.
Let me say good evening to Bart Scott.
Oh, boy. Man, no, it's definitely your bad.
How about when he goes, oop?
Good evening to Carlin.
Yeah. All right. But really, it's, I don't know how religious anybody is, but there's a place, called purgatory for people that believe in God. Chris is bypassing that. He's going right.
Oh, no. He is on the escalator.
To heaven?
He's on the express to heaven. Because if you saw this on YouTube when it happened, Carlin's reaction. Now, I've done this with Bart for years, where Bart has done, when he gets into something, he forgets it's not the locker room. And then he'll drop we'll have to hit the dump button.
Yeah.
Oop. And then he does the oop, right? And I used to just stare at him like, oh my God, like, dude. And we'll try to laugh through it. Carlin does this thing. Those watching on YouTube, he went like this. He went, and he just calmly just
tap the dump
hits
button.
The dump button and then moves back. No reaction whatsoever. And then he asked the control room. We got that, right? Okay. But it was still heard and seen on YouTube. Yeah. Live forever. But that's Bart when he's passionate.
That's the fortunate part about where we are as a place that gives you content, is that things that are deleted because they're inappropriate for radio can still live on now in other mediums.
Isn't that good?
Otherwise, that whole thing would have been deleted. I'm guessing for the air, Anthony, all of it was gone, right? Like the whole.
You didn't hear any of it on the air.
It won't be on the podcast.
No video either.
What do you
mean? We killed the video. That's a shame.
I thought there's video on YouTube.
Not anymore.
Oh,
scrubbed.
I'm looking at it on Twitter right now, posted by Bart and Carlin.
But if you go to like the actual YouTube video,
well, it wouldn't be able to monetize if it had the.
If you bleep it, you can monetize it.
Yes, if you bleep it. We could probably just get that piece out. Our Cracker Jack team is on it right now.
We love it.
Anthony, get the piece out.
Thank you.
Really?
Right.
See, it's so intentional.
It happened?
No, but that's the thing. He does it on purpose.
Well, he said
it's great for a drop, though.
But when it's intentional, it's not in the spirit of the drop.
But see, Alan now knows. He knows the categories for Drop Madness. He knows he's got to step it up in the troubling.
Yeah, I'm working on my. What's the score for the tournament?
Round of 68.
No.
The total score they're giving a team.
NCAA, they do the score now. It's not a Corsi, is it? Like, what is it?
Not your Q score. It's your whatever score for a team.
There's a score for basketball that gets you. Are you a tournament team? Lenardi then lets you know with your score whether or not. Okay. So I got to work on my score. All right. I got to play better opponents.
Yeah, that's right.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, but you can't just say.
I mean, I'm in the NEC. I got to. I got to.
Pomeroy?
My what?
No,
Pomeroy rank?
I don't think that's.
It takes the fun out of it when you're intentionally, fishing for a drop.
It's against the spirit.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Both of you guys are so organic.
You can't just make a decision and go, Anthony, take your piece out.
I'm sorry, I don't have 10 years experience doing this, okay?
See, now we lost Alan for the day. See you tomorrow.
Just for using logic.
It's logic. That's all it is. You know what a drop's about.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's supposed to come organically.
All right, you guys are great. You guys are great teammates for helping me through this. That's why I need veterans around me like you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See? You knew you lost.
That's big.
Right. The role of Anthony right now is being played by Alan Hahn.
See, that's better.
I should have stepped up and said both of those things in the meeting today, the big company meeting.
That would have been good. That's all I heard.
Imagine if people said, any other issues, concerns? And I just said...
Well, I'm just saying. It would have been more entertaining than half the questions that were asked.
I mean, I
or
thought...
insightful.
I thought for that guy Thursday,
yeah.
we were going to do the people who asked the extra meeting. There were people in our meeting today who asked more than one question, who were like, you know what? Let me go back for more, little follow up.
Right.
I mean, this isn't center stage, kids.
And the individual
No, you're done. I'm done.
Was very nice and was like, oh, that's a great question.
Oh,
and
great.
It was a couple times I felt like when he said that was a great question, like really?
No, and can I? There was one other thing that was said that was such a pet peeve. When you're at a company meeting and the boss, the owner of the company is speaking, and someone before, and I'm sorry to call people out, but this is what we do. It's a radio show, right?
Sure,
That's we're paid for. And someone before asking a question says to the person who owns the company, "Thank you for doing this."
Cap.
Oh, it killed. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us all together. He owns the company. What do you mean? Thank you. We have to be here. Thank you for taking the time out. What?
I was thinking maybe not having these again, but since you said thank you, I'm going to have we're going to double them.
Imagine if Richard was in the meeting.
Fellas, I got one quickie.
Right.
Imagine if he said this in the meeting.
Yeah, I should. He look. He's.
Okay.
All right. Let's get. We have not talked about unfortunately the saddest story of the week and just a horrible bit of news, which is that Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland died Thursday morning from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to authorities. The team put out a statement. They did not mention the cause of death. They just said it is with extreme sadness that the Dallas Cowboys share that Marshawn Kneeland tragically passed away this morning. He was a beloved teammate and member of our organization. Our thoughts and prayers regarding Marshawn are with his girlfriend, Catalina, and his family. Now, just as recent as Monday night, he recovered a fumble for a touchdown in the Cowboys' loss to the Cardinals, and apparently he was pulled over. There was a traffic stop. He ran from the police. The police were apparently informed that he could be apparently likely for suicide, and so the police became aware of this, but were in pursuit of him. And when they eventually found him, according to stories, he had already killed himself. So, just an unbelievably awful story out of Dallas this morning, guys.
I'm sure there'll be details later on of exactly what was going on, but it's incredibly sad.
Yeah,
reading the story on ESPN.com, the police department responded to assist Texas Department of Public Safety locating a vehicle that evaded troopers during a pursuit that entered the city at 10:39 p.m. Central Time Wednesday. They found his vehicle crashed in the southbound Dallas Parkway near Warren Parkway, and according to the report, he fled the scene on foot. Officers searched the area with help from canine and drone units. 3 hours later, he was found with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And that's when, what you mentioned, Peter, during the course of the search, officers received information that Kneeland expressed suicidal, I don't know that word, but basically what you said. Expressed suicidal thoughts, according to the report.
Which is,
was the word ideation?
Is that what that word is?
I don't know. I can't see what you're saying. I'm just guessing it would have been there.
Ideation.
Which to be suicidal and take the wheel of a car, I guess it could have ended a lot worse than it did. I don't know what his intent was going behind the wheel of a car and being suicidal.
He's from Michigan. He went to Western Michigan.
Terribly sad story.
Yes.
Yeah, man. All right, so moving along. I don't know how you transition from something so sad, but we're going to do our best. Let's move it back to local here and talk about Sauce Gardner's exit. There was a viral video that came out the day Sauce got traded of a father telling his sons that Sauce was traded, and the younger child freaks out and he's upset and he says, "I hate the Jets. I'm not rooting for the Jets anymore."
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sauce Gardner has reached out to those kids via social media.
Going on, Bryce, Trey, just want to say I appreciate y'all for the support. With that being said, I'm going to be giving y'all 2 of my first coach jerseys.
Send in the Colts jersey to the kids. Now, Don, for Fraud Friday, if those kids abandon the Jets now and for the rest of their lives become Colts fans because Sauce welcomed them there, frauds or no?
No, well, it's frauds because I'm sure the video is a fake anyway. All those things are garbage. So
I don't know if that kid's reaction
the
was
kid's
fake.
reaction's real.
But the
real.
father's obviously fishing for something.
He knew he was going to be upset.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea of doing
take the kid away.
Take the kid away.
You believe the children should be taken.
Remove the child from the house because he is no longer safe.
Well, you don't use your kids for props.
I don't like that.
No.
Especially like if he doesn't know. It's one thing if it's the older kid that they got in the parking lot with the Quinton jersey.
Sure, right.
That whole thing, he was old enough to know what was going on.
That actually seemed faker to me. That video felt fake.
That felt staged. But this was one where the boys, like, what is he, 7?
No,
he had no idea.
No, and when he goes, I hate the Jets. I'm not a Jets fan anymore.
And we're going to record this, and it's so fun.
Now,
like,
he
kid's miserable, and he's upset.
Now, listen, I can't sit here as we turn Don's mic down for a second because the Devils feel that they play this fun game with us where they make the sound just get louder and louder.
I like the organ, though.
I think Don's just out.
Is Don going to call it a day? He's got to get to work. Have a great call, Donnie. Okay.
How did you know he was leaving? Are you sure he knows?
Well, he texted me, I'm out.
Yeah, he said I'm out.
Oh, God. Okay.
That was a pretty good indicator for me.
Thanks.
that is, by the way, that's the appropriate thing to say when Don's just done with us. I have to admit, I like that
they
Alan.
didn't say goodbye, though.
No, I like that Alan says goodbye. Alan will say, boys, I'm going to do my thing. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I like
Don says I'm good.
Don just texts, I'm good, and he's gone.
But we were in the middle of a topic.
With him.
He could have said something.
Well, and
Sorry, bro.
And by the way,
you know what? I don't know.
What time is puck drop? 7?
It's 7:08.
He's already in the booth.
Well, he's got to do. No, he's got to go down.
He's got to go downstairs.
Remember, he's up in the radio booth.
He does pregame too.
He's got to go down. He's got to
what
do a
time
hit.
they put him on pregame?
Little pregame hit.
He's like the first pregame hit.
Can we put MSG on so we can see
I'd
it?
like to see it. I want to get a look at that handsome face.
Yeah.
Now, I can't. Don just said it's not right to use kids as props.
I don't like that.
And yes, I agree. Except today of all days, it'd be hard for me to say that. My Halloween post came out.
That's not a prop. She was in a costume.
But she was dressed up as a Dalmatian.
Right.
But it wasn't a prop. It was a family photo.
Yeah. Okay. You want to talk to Danny?
Yeah, Danny's been waiting. Let's go.
Danny in Long Island wants to talk about your Halloween.
A rare ENN call, but it's Danny, so
Danny
I'll let
on
it go.
Instagram checking you out. What's up, Danny?
Danny?
And
come on, Danny.
Come on.
Don't let me down.
You could do it.
It's a rare situation when I pick up a call on ENN.
Shaking his head. He's mad.
And he's back on hold.
Wait.
Danny?
Is Danny there now?
No.
Okay.
What did you think of the photo, though?
I thought it was adorable.
If you haven't seen the Halloween photo, we all dressed up. Myself, Bear.
Cruella DeVille.
Well, my wife
nailed it.
My wife is Cruella DeVille. Maya is a Dalmatian. I am a Dalmatian. Bear is a Dalmatian. Did you get to appreciate Bear's costume, by the way?
Now, I did not realize he even had one on. I just figured he's just a dog.
No.
He didn't need a dog, so you changed him into a Dalmatian.
But then there's also a real Dalmatian.
I wonder how a dog feels about that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Put him in a costume of another dog.
His face says it all. He did not want to be around the other Dalmatian.
No, he looks annoyed.
He did not want to be there.
Not happy.
But it was a pretty cool
So you said you were
shoot.
walking by the firehouse.
Not even by the firehouse. So we were going to take a picture just on the block.
Yep.
And Natalie's walking out dressed up as Cruella DeVille the other day.
Yeah.
And someone from a fire truck starts yelling, Cruella, Cruella. And Natalie's like, oh, wow, I've got it. You know, fire boys are yelling at me on the street. Not realizing the reason they were actually yelling was they wanted take their dog out of the fire truck.
They had a Dalmatian.
They had the Dalmatian with them.
That's so cliche.
Exactly.
But it's great, though.
It's an amazing, classic, old school cliche. Ladder 74. I believe that's what the 74 on the front of the truck means, right?
Yep.
And they're on the Upper West Side. Lovely guy named Corey, who is the firefighter who's there. And so Natalie said, "Oh, this is so cool. Would you mind if we did our family portrait at the firehouse?" And they were like, "Sure, come on by." So we went by the firehouse, and we all dressed up. Here's a nice shot of just Maya and Natalie, Cruella and the Dalmatian.
Wig is amazing. I mean, the makeup, the wig, the whole thing, fantastic.
It's lovely. So
now, did you just make sure to confirm to her? Yeah, no, you got it back.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Like
I said they were doing that
because you don't. Yeah, okay, good.
No, they were doing.
The thing you don't want to say is, "Oh no, they just wanted us to take a picture with the dog."
No. You got to say they were. Oh, damn right, that's what they were saying, babe.
Of course they were.
But also, just so you remember, she definitely didn't remember in the moment. You know that Dalmatians are firehouses because she's only thinking about 101 Dalmatians,
of course,
of which firefighting is not a part of it.
No, that's not in the story.
By the way,
hey,
that's not the only Instagram picture that we have to get to.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
The lids one.
Oh yeah,
that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
I want to save it for tomorrow.
There's a lot happening there.
That it needs to be. I think this is one we have to bring to the kangaroo court.
I think we have. That's fair.
For Fraud Alert Friday.
I don't hate what you're saying.
I'd rather not reveal today what could be a bigger deal tomorrow.
Let's just look at that. Look at that photo on
you
my
got
Instagram.
It's the whole
you
thing.
Suck, Busick. Rosenberg Radio. I got a lot on my page today.
So
a lot has gone up today.
Don't you think that if there's ever a time we can share something on YouTube, like picture-wise, tomorrow would be the day.
So we can analyze
This needs to be shared by the viewers.
We should be able to figure that out. Yeah.
That's why I figured let's take a day, let's figure it out so we could do that segment right. Because it's a big Fraud Alert Friday. What else we got?
Yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fire destroyed a home owned by Eric Spoelstra earlier today, with officials saying more than 20 firefighting units were dispatched in what became a futile effort to save his property.
Oh, no.
Spoelstra was not home when the fire began. No injuries, thank God. The home was unoccupied when the blaze broke out around 4:30. There's now an investigation into what caused the fire. And the probes can take up to several weeks, but thank God they're okay, man. But what a tough loss that is.
We've got. This has been some ENN.
Yeah, it's a lot of dark stuff here today. But I mean,
you want to tell the Graham Gano story while we're at?
I didn't see the Graham.
You don't know about the Graham Gano story?
No.
I have it.
Is this also depressing?
Yeah. So here's Graham Gano. Now you know the frustration with him and Giants fans. He said he's having a hard time getting healthy, right?
Yeah.
And staying healthy.
Yeah.
And being available to kick.
Yeah, of course. It's been a kicker issue all year.
So he's frustrated himself by being hurt.
Sure he is.
But on top of it, there's more to the story.
It's unbelievably frustrating. I mean, obviously all I want to do is play football. I can't control the injuries that have happened. You know, it's not like I've done something that is out of the ordinary, like outside of the building to hurt myself or anything. So I think that's frustrating. I hear everyone else's frustration, media, fans. I mean, shoot, ever since sports betting started happening, I get people telling me to kill myself every week. Because I'll hit a kick that loses them money. I'll miss a kick and it loses them money. It was the other day somebody told me to get cancer and die. So, I mean, that stuff's part of it. But just being, playing this long, that stuff, you're used to it by now. So with that being said, I see everyone's frustration, and I'm frustrated too. Just want to play ball. I think that just constantly not being able to is tough, but doing everything I can to try and come back and play, and I mean, that's my hope.
I mean, the timing of the background laughter wasn't very good.
No, I mean, that's a separate conversation.
But that's a separate conversation. But, again, we always forget this thing, right? The human part of the story. But they see all these responses, and family sees all these responses, and people do go way too far.
And I think
on social media, and these I always say this: when you get frustrated, this guy's always hurt. He's always hurt, and you act like he's purposely hurting himself.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be hurt. He wants to play. Now, yes, we get frustrated, but there's no reason to say the things that he's being said to him.
But once you have to say to someone, don't go online and tell people that you hope they get cancer or that they kill themselves. Don't you? If you already have to tell someone that, they're a lost cause. What always blows my mind, I have these people, right, who hate me, and sometimes, Alan, I'll see a DM pop up, and I'll go open. I'm like, oh, what's this person talking about? I'll open the DM, and I'll see that they've DM'd me like hateful, negative things like 50 times over a couple of years. I'm like, you're someone's like family member. Do they know that like privately you DM radio personalities how much you hate them over and over again?
Like you're that
You're
psychotic.
a freak.
That you don't give up on it. Like, all right, I'm mad one day and I send this, but it's like you're just constantly doing it. It does become obsessive, and that's more of a. To me, again, that's more of a concerning behavior,
right?
That you would want. I don't know. It'd be a little weird. Maybe the right thing to do is now you see, okay, let me see his profile. All right, let's see. Is he married? Does he have a wife? Does she have a profile? Maybe she needs a screenshot of this. This is what your husband sent me. What's wrong
do you
with
know
this?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Did you know this guy's a lunatic, unhinged lunatic?
I know, but then sometimes you just like don't want to interact with the lunatics too much.
It doesn't make sense because for you that's stooping to the level that you don't need to be stooped to, right?
But you are like.
But how do you just eventually just like the people need to know that you're nuts, like you're crazy. Nobody knows this.
Yeah, like if you're
like you think it's like this private message you're sending me, and I'm not going to share it because you know I don't want.
Have you ever done this? Sometimes on Twitter, I'll get attacked by someone. They'll say like something horrible, and I will simply just retweet it and say like, "Wow."
Oh yeah, and you let everybody else do the work for you.
And then 5 minutes later, the tweet's deleted.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes the account's deleted. I'm like, wow. So you say things to people. And you want to come after them because they're a public person. And the second you get 5 minutes of negative attention, you delete your account. Yet you thought it was okay to attack someone as if they may not have any human feelings whatsoever.
Yeah.
People are just out of their gourd.
Yeah, people enjoy the comfort of opinion without the discomfort of thought.
Now, Anthony has developed a new trait on this show.
He doesn't like it, I can tell.
No, sometimes it's good. So this last one was horrible.
This is a whole, like, we're just bringing the whole thing down. This is a wet blanket ENN.
No, it's not.
We're ending on a positive?
No, this is good.
Or an upbeat? Okay.
No, I'm just killing him because the transition was insane.
Oh.
He tries to transition to whatever our reads are. Normally it's like very thoughtful. Like this one was, speaking of horrible things like this, didn't our Truth once deal with something like that? I went, no, that's not how you
for 40 minutes he was in our studio talking about it.
But you didn't say that. He did?
We had him for Talk About It Tuesday once.
So you thought a good transition into a what is the read about?
It's about tickets to see our Truth. But I love that. Thank you, Anthony. All right. Our Truth is going to be at SOBs, ladies and gentlemen.
He is.
Right down the street from us, SOBs. You suck, Busick. And it's a one-night-only performance. He's gonna be singing. He's gonna be rapping. He's gonna be telling stories. It's one night before John Cena's last Raw at MSG. Can you imagine if Cena showed up to SOBs? That would be freaking epic. It's going to be a historic week for WWE here in New York. You got Raw, you got NXT, and you have our Truth at SOBs. If you want to go, enter the contest right now on the ESPN New York app. Find the contest tile. Submit your entry. Our Truth, one night only. SOBs.com for tickets, and enter now on the ESPN New York app. Now, that'll do it for ENN. We take a break here, and we open the phone lines for the last call crew. What that means is any single subject you heard today or didn't hear today.
Buffet.
Anything. It doesn't have to be, I need to weigh in on the Jets. No. You guys didn't get to blank, and I wanted to talk about blank.
Yeah.
Or I want to know, tell us some of the questions that were asked in the meeting today. Whatever it may be, we are here. You want to have Spike call back up and finish the call about Zach Starba. Whatever it is, we're here for you. Last call crew, 1-800-919-3776.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All right, 800-919-3776 is the number. So we're just going to roll through them, right? Full bank of calls. Only one line available. So if you want to get in line, get here now. Let's see. Vinny in Staten Island has been waiting a while. Vinny, what's up?
What's going on, man?
How we doing?
First time I agree with you all week. You're definitely onto something, but I think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence,
Oof.
Burrow, or Goff. I think it's gonna be one of them
Goff.
three guys.
Who's letting Goff go?
Goff,
Yeah, Goff.
Goff's interesting because, again, Glenn was in
They don't do
Detroit.
nothing there.
What's the deal? What's
I'd have
Goff's
to
deal?
see what his deal is and the future there. But you heard that right, Vinny. You heard Adam Schefter. He's even said there's an arms race happening in the NFL. Teams are gearing up. They're building up a stockpile of picks and ways to get some of these quarterbacks. And some of these teams might start thinking about, okay, did we run our course? Is it time to reset? Get out of – it's a very NBA way of thinking. But, if you're the Jets, you got to be in the game, man. And they're in the game.
And one other thing with hockey, I want to.
Yeah.
How would you guys I can't watch hockey anymore. I played hockey for 30 years. I can't watch the game too much. There's too much neutral ice play. They need to go to an international size rink. It would be such a
bigger
better
ice.
game.
Yeah.
It would be like the 80s again.
You know what? Open it up a little bit. The international. So the corners, Peter, are it's like deeper, so it's wider. So it doesn't feel.
13 feet wider.
Yeah, and you have a lot more space to work with, and it's a little more of an open game. I could see that because if you know what, when you see the international game, when we see Olympic play, yes, it's also the country versus country thing, and that gets a little more intense. But the games just feel more flow, faster. So I think the harder thing to do, though, Vinny, and thanks for the call, is that now you're asking all these arenas in the U.S. to change how they're built.
Vinny, Goff signed a 4-year extension in 24. They owe him a ton of guaranteed money.
Yeah.
And they're happy.
I thought they'd be happy too.
Yeah, they're taking a bit of a step back, but they're still
just Glenn.
very
It's
competitive.
just because Glenn
the Glenn thing's a nice thought.
Maybe there's a Glenn thing and an Engstrand thing, but whatever. Kadeem in the car. Kadeem.
Gentlemen, it's been a while. Good evening. How are we?
Good. What's up?
Kadeem.
So it's funny. It's not funny because that was a fairly bleak ENN. But
it really was. It was down.
Well, yeah. So recently, my brother called me, and it shows how much I love y'all and I love the show because he called me and we're talking on the phone, and it was right before ENN. I was like, listen, cool, let's wrap this up because I got to go before 6. ENN's coming on.
My guy.
So he's
my G.
Of course. So he's like, what's that? I'm like, radio show, Don Hahn Rosenberg. He's like, we talked about it for a minute. I'm like, yeah, no, I call in, talk to those guys from time to time. He's like, wait, you talking to Peter Rosenberg? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't think a man would know me if he saw me in the street, but I would hope that if someone said, do you know
Kadeem?
Right. Kadeem, I would hope you would say I'm a gentleman. You know what I mean?
Damn right I would. You bet your ace.
I appreciate that. But yeah, so he's like, well, I have a confession to make. Sometimes, not like losers that, say horrible things, but he's like, sometimes I, how when you tweet and you could reply, to the person's tweet, he's like, sometimes when Peter talks about things WWE, I kind of hate tweet him because I disagree with his opinion.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
I was like, yo, bro, all right, listen, cool, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to slander my man Peter Rosenberg. So he said he's going to stop.
Look at you.
He said he's good.
Will you find out for the next time we talk, Kadeem, what are some of the things that I said that he felt the need to hate tweet? I am curious.
I will get that information for you, and I will circle back, gentlemen.
Yeah, let's circle back.
Yeah, that's
Thanks, Kadeem.
I like it.
What a guy.
He stuck up for you.
No, against his brother.
He told him, be better.
Yeah,
Be better.
You're not going after my guy.
Right?
Thanks, Kadeem.
Like you're related to me, you're going to do this? No. Be better. I like that. Holding family accountable.
Can you talk to someone named Kadeem and not think of Kadeem Hardison? Is it the whole time?
Kadeem.
All right.
Yeah. Tom and Wayne has a fraud question. Tomorrow's Fraud Friday, Tom, but we can
let's consider it now.
We can have an early session.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't always listen at the right time. But,
fair enough.
Thanks for taking my call. I'm a huge Jets fan. On paper, it's hard to hate what the Jets did the other day.
Right.
But, this isn't Madden. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do for the next 18 months of Sundays. So does it make me a fraud? Like, can I pick another team to have some rooting interest for the year next year and a half? I mean,
you may not.
I don't know what to do. I can't.
We're in the same place, Tom. No, Tom, we are in the same place. Don't spend money. Did you see the tweet?
Not money.
We convinced one man to kill his
I
season
saw
tickets.
that. Someone reached out to Alan and
very
thanked
proud
him.
of him. But, Tom, don't waste your money. Save it. Don't waste your emotions. Save it. You can't root for a team. Doesn't mean you can't watch football now. All right? You can watch football. You can enjoy football. You can have random games. You know what you could do? Like you could have random games where you just decide, like, I want this team to win. But you can't jump on board one team and stay with them. Do you think you can handle that for the rest of the season?
I can handle that, but what I'm worried about is next year when I'm not all excited for the Jets and my wife starts wanting to do like fall activities on like a Sunday afternoon.
And you need an excuse. Because she's going to say to you, you don't even like the Jets anymore. Come out here with the rake. And you're like, no, the Jets are on. You don't even like them anymore. Right, you got to be real careful, which is why you've got to keep the front. You got to keep up the front of, no. They stink. I don't want to put. I'm watching football because I'm looking around. I'm watching the league to see what kind of players we can get. Like I'm looking at I'm watching college football. I want to see what kind of quarterbacks we can get. Like that's how you do it. And then when you get into next year, you're gonna have a draft. You're gonna have all these picks. They're gonna make trades. You're gonna make moves. You know they're making moves. You know they're gonna do things with your team. You have a reason to be invested going into next season because there'll be some newness to next year's team. So you start the year in September with a reason and a purpose to watch again. You feel me?
Fair enough.
And you cannot leave your team at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon to go outside and rake some damn leaves. That ain't happening.
No, absolutely not.
All
That's for Saturday. But I'll leave you with this: if the hockey rinks did get bigger, I mean, how many goals does Jack Hughes score in a season? I mean,
well, they can't touch them, right?
50, 70 goals.
Yeah. The corners thing is interesting because it's not like the middle of the ice is bigger. It's the corners that you can – there's not as much physicality, and I don't think everybody would love losing the physicality, but it's the fact that it just takes forever to go from the corner to the front of the net again. For a defenseman, it's a nightmare. Let's see. Where do we go next?
You got a full bank, man. Where are you going?
We do. There's so many places that we can go.
Danny's
back. So let's get Danny. Hey, Danny. Danny Long Island.
My apologies, man. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the phone went dead or something. I didn't hear you.
Weird.
Very weird. Not as weird as this giant white moon I'm looking at right now. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like Armageddon.
My wife told me what it is today.
What is today?
It's different name every night. I just call it the moon.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway,
it is the moon.
Great show. I appreciated so I have adult children that make more money than me. And we go out for dinner, they look at me. Like, what am I? I'm looking to retire in 2 years.
It's unreal.
But as far as anytime anyone's ever bought me a meal, I'm paying for the tip. I mean, that's the very minimum.
That's usually right. Isn't that is usually the right thing to do.
That's the play. Let me at least
say, I'll get the tip. I'll get the tip.
Yeah.
Anthony and Jake,
no movement.
It's unreal.
No movement at all.
It
no
was
movement whatsoever.
Not even a flinch.
Yeah, their mouth was full. They couldn't even.
Oh, they were too busy eating.
They couldn't.
Oh, you finished like reaching on my plate. You done with that?
And let me say something, Danny, in defense of your kids. There is something about being the kid, even if you're making money now and your parents aren't making as much money, like they're just getting their retirement or whatever. There is still something about I'm the kid. I wouldn't mind mom and dad still trying to take care of me a little every once in a while.
No chance.
That's 100% true.
I
My
wouldn't mind
35-year-old, my sons walk in the house. They fling open the refrigerator and start making sandwiches. I would never do that in the house. But when I babysit, there is nothing better than drinking your kid's beer and putting it on the table without a coaster. Everything you've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Peter, you mentioned your Instagram. You mentioned your Instagram account, so I went for a look. And I'm looking at this picture from Halloween. First of all, your wife is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Set the stage. She's dressed in Cruella de Vil, and let's just say she's not wearing a turtleneck shirt.
Okay.
And she's and there's the beautiful baby.
Yes.
And you're standing in a firehouse, a high testosterone zone, to say the least. Men, real men, not like us, that really do manly things. And I'm looking at you, and you're dressed in a onesie dog outfit with makeup on your face. I'm thinking, what are these men looking at?
This is a good
45-year-old man is wearing a dog outfit.
This is a good observation.
Yeah.
You know what you are? You were a target. They were looking at you like, oh, this will be too easy. This is candy from a baby.
They could have easily persuaded Mrs. Cavilla DeVille to stop by.
Right.
Oh
Hey,
my God,
how dare you?
If they go like this, hey, Fido, wait outside for a second. We need to talk to Cruella.
You know what, Danny? With this conversation, respectfully.
That's great.
No, well, they were.
He was paying compliments, though, to
I
Miss Hatton.
I appreciate that. However, no, the firefighters were aware. They knew who I was also. They were respectful, and they didn't go, let's look at this Mark. Let's steal his wife. Let's take the picture and try to steal his wife.
It's just funny, though. Come on.
And then I turn into Liam Neeson real quick. You don't understand. You don't know, you know how I do.
You have a unique set of skills?
Yeah, when the situation, all of a sudden, you can picture the beginning of the movie right now. They went and took a picture. All of a sudden, the wife's gone, the baby's gone, and now this guy dressed in a full-on Dalmatian outfit with makeup on his nose is going on the revenge tour.
Yeah, you're climbing this.
Those weren't actual firefighters.
I know. I need to know the rest of this story. No, we don't.
Yeah, I think we'll live.
Griffin in Connecticut. What's up, Griff?
Hey, guys. You know what I don't get with the Joe Davis thing, and I wanted to bring up a couple initials that with a player. I don't get it because he did this last year too, and we didn't hear any of this. What's the difference about last year to this year?
It was a slow content day.
And Ariel, like I said, Ariel's a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yep. And Mad Dog just gets mad about anything.
Well, and Mad Dog has
starting
to,
trouble.
Listen, when you go on First Take, you have to have something to get hot about.
What are you
That's
mad about, right? That's his whole thing, right?
So that's his brand. He's got to go off. Got to turn
up.
up.
A reason to be mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had fun with it earlier, Griff, but we really aren't taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo! There's a player on the UConn women's team that is KK Arnold. If you look at her full name, it is impossible to say her real name. That's why I think she goes by KK.
Mm-hmm.
If you look her up, her full name, I can't even pronounce it.
I'm gonna help you out, Griffin.
KK is what my daughter Gracie always responds whenever I ask her to do something. She just goes KK.
Oh,
that's her text back.
KK's nickname. Her name's not that hard. Camarilla, Kamorea. Like it's like Korea, but with ammo in the middle. Right. Camarilla, KK Arnold. It doesn't say if she has a middle name though, or if the KK is simply a nickname.
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering.
Did you see, Griff, did you see Paige Beckers came back to visit?
I believe it's B.U. Eckers.
Oh. Buckers?
Yeah, or Buckers, if you will.
Did you see that she was back for a game and had, like, the UConn a quarter zip on?
Well, she's going to be back to a million games this year.
Whoopie-doo! She asked if there was a sixth year, if she had eligibility for a sixth year. Would you accept
that? She is dating AZ Fudd.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've tried to tell you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I had brought up the idea if she ever tried to hit on Griffin.
Yeah.
And you were saying not an option.
Probably not.
And she's dating AZ. So no.
Right.
Thanks, Griffin.
Good stuff, Griff.
By the way, do you know that Anthony just said that him and Jacob are out, never coming to meals with us again?
Yeah, we took it too far. Or I should say, when I say we, I mean me.
Yeah, you in particular. You brought it back up. I wouldn't have brought it back up.
Well, Danny brought it up.
Listen, I don't need a lot of convincing to never go out to do anything.
That's exactly right. He barely can come at this point.
First of all,
it was downstairs, so it was pretty easy.
Right. So we might have lost him now.
That's a shame.
Because we'd like to do a holiday dinner maybe at some point.
Well, no, that's
good. What won't happen is we won't have to be crammed into a corner table anymore.
There'll be a lot of traffic on the way home from that holiday party. I think I'll just go. Once it's over, I think I'll head out.
It's so sad.
Okay, boys.
It's so sad.
Oh, we got a couple phone lines open again. You want to get down with the last call crew, 1-800-919-3776, whatever the topic, we got you.
Yeah, but before, I do want to get you on, it's time for you to upgrade your bath in your house.
Oh, talk to me
right
about
before
my
the
bath.
holidays, you got people coming over,
Like
staying
your
with
dream.
you and all that stuff, and you look at your bath and you're like, I want people using this, taking a shower in this. Update it, please. And I'm going to tell you, Bath Fitter is just the place to call. Just the people to do it. I had it done in my house. I, in fact, ripped out a bathtub, put in a beautiful shower. My sister had a bathtub completely renovated, and it took just one day. That's why you do it right now. One day. You go through a Bath Fitter consultant, takes you through a process. They have a free in-home consultation. You pick out style, color, specifics, accessories, and you can update the bath, customized just the way you want it. Now, they offer all types of custom bath renovations. I told you about mine. They took out the bathtub. They put in a shower. Gorgeous. They also have the unique PermaFit solution. It's a watertight fit. So like in a couple of years, it's not going to start bubbling. It's not going to look weird. It's still going to look gorgeous, brand new. It is a permanent fit solution. They are the leader in bathroom renovation. These are the people that invented it. So don't go to anybody else. Go to them. It's done in one day. It's durable, easy to clean, no demolition, lower cost than a full replacement, and the best of all, it's a lifetime guarantee. Now, if you want to get it done before the holidays, now's the time. Why? No money down, no payments, no interest for 18 months. That's right. Get it done now. Pay for it later. No interest until April of 2027. You can trust the Bathfitter team just like we all did here. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com because there's only one Bathfitter.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Listen up, football fans. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports. Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Balmy with harmony. You're nailing that.
Thank you. You heard something that you liked there. No problem.
Yeah.
All
right, last call crew, right? 800-919-3776. Dean is in Brisbane. He's been waiting a long time to talk
Brisbane,
about
Australia?
That's what it says. And he's been waiting to react to something of the list that we did. Now, Don's not here.
It's all right.
So we're going to have to fill in for Don. Dean?
Hey, you guys.
How are you?
Pleasure to be on with you. Good.
Not Brisbane, Australia,
Yes,
is it?
Brisbane, Australia. That's the one.
But
He's called before.
I know, but how long have you been on hold for?
I don't know.
I've been called before. First time.
You haven't? I thought you did. Okay, my bad.
But what time?
No, I've been thinking about it. I've been home for like 2 hours.
But what time is it in Brisbane?
9:53 in the morning.
Oh, got it. So it wasn't that early when you first called. Okay, it was reasonable.
He's chilling.
All right, what's up, Dean?
I'm just at the gym. I've been waking up with you guys every day. I
love this guy.
Show. It's awesome.
Oh, you're the man. You're in the Hall of Fame caller list right now.
I appreciate that. I got a couple of things to hit on. I know we got a little bit of time.
Go for it.
I won't take too much. The first things first, with Hiawani over there, the other thing he was saying, he was giving it to the Dodgers a bit for celebrating. Meanwhile, Vladdy was on Fox doing the "Duh, Yankees lose, Duh, Yankees lose" after winning the divisional. So
it's a great.
I don't know. You're
great
celebrating
take.
your own parade for winning the World Series back to back, first time 25 years. Vlad celebrating a divisional series. So there's levels.
It's a totally fair point.
The second thing, the second thing about the list, I don't know if Don mentioned the Carmelo Anthony trade from the Nuggets. Was that on the list?
It was football. I think it was an NFL list.
It was football related.
Yeah, strictly Jets.
It was
Giants.
New York football.
Yeah, it was strictly
it was
Jets,
New York
Giants.
Football.
Yeah, and I still had a problem with putting Joe Namath second.
Yeah,
But-
I think it'd be good, like a New York list just in general. Maybe even if it didn't work out great, but the list of trades that maybe got the city the most hype, like Rodgers would be there, Carmelo, everything like that.
Yeah. That one moved. That one definitely moved the crowd. That was a massive one. And what was some other trades that really had I like that from Dean though. Maybe that's
Messier was a trade, right?
Messier was a trade.
There you go.
That was pretty massive pre-social media, of course, but still, that's a massive back page trade.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, in a negative way, Tom Seaver being traded.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
That was a negative one, but that caused a stir. So, all right, I like that, Dean. We're gonna definitely put that one.
Maybe just the most impactful, regardless of how it went.
Yeah.
Another one, like, I was a kid. I was like 13, 14, and I thought it was the sickest thing. I thought it was going to work out. When the Nets traded for Paul Pierce, KG.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know what it did. Obviously, like, in New York, like, I was a kid in Australia, and I thought this is sick. But, like, at the time, I don't know if people were excited because they probably saw that these are a bunch of aging stars. Like, how's that going to go? But that could be one for the list. I don't know. And then the last thing I just want to hit on quickly, I'm a New Orleans Saints fan, so I'm like Jets adjacent at the moment.
Yes.
Maybe worse.
Might be worse.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was about to get to.
It might be Jets plus, Dean.
No, but I'll tell you what, Dean, you can have the number one pick. Take it. Go ahead and draft that.
I don't want it.
No, you see, you don't see what I mean?
don't want it. Well, no, we'll see. Okay, this is the thing. Like for me, the reason why I say Jets adjacent, I know this is a New York thing. I don't want to take too much time for the Saints.
No,
hurry, Dean, hurry!
Who did that?
Oh my goodness! Because I gotta go quick. We got no trust in Mickey Loomis, and we don't even have the draft capital.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would go for Joe Burrow. But the thing that I want to say, Alan, is when you hear the other names, just quickly. I'm sorry, Kyler Murray. GTA 6 has been delayed, by the way.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray, Tua, Trevor Lawrence. And then Shefty said the 49ers, so I don't know if we're talking about Purdy. Do you know those guys? There's no movement.
It could be. Yeah,
no movement.
No movement is exactly how I'd put it right now with the quarterback class. Dean got a lot in there.
Thank you, Dean. You made the most of it.
You know what happened?
Thanks to Dean, we had no room for Dick.
Yeah.
I'm deciding if I should splurge on an Uber home today. I do not feel like walking to the train. It's like 45 degrees. I brought kind of a light jacket. I dressed nice. I wore my watch today. I'm wearing loafers.
I see that.
Yeah, I don't. This isn't train vibes.
You went Gucci today.
Yeah, I don't know if it's train vibes. Do I splurge? You know how much? Isn't it crazy? An Uber now just to go to the Upper West Side from here is $50.
I am aware. Yeah.
50.
I have done this plenty of times in the city, and it's not great.
It's not right?
I'm just going to jump on the old subway.
Well, yeah, but you wore a sweatshirt today.
Yeah, no, I look like a bum. Thank you.
But you're handsome, doesn't
Look
matter.
how he points out that you look like a bum today.
I didn't say. I did not say
I
bum.
wore a suit and a tie.
I didn't say
3 of the last 4 days.
And you decided to take a day off. See you tomorrow, everyone.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable